What's good, YouTube family? Your building. We back in the building. We going live on this beautiful Sunday. Let's go. We got Souls of Thought in the building. It's blessed to see another day. As you can see, we're going to be talking about a lot of topics today. Whole word today. Look on to the classic soldiers. Hey, baby. We're going to let this thing ride out. We get some people in this live. Again, I want to say happy Sunday. If you made it this far, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you join the family and become one of the souls of all. Let's get it. So let's get some people up in this thing. We got some good stuff coming to you today. Let's go. Yeah, we up in here today. Let's get it. So everybody tap in, Souls of Thought. We live. Wait for people to get in here. Get in those comments. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe and leave a comment throughout the show, baby. We live. Souls of Thought. We got a good one for you today. It's on deck today. Get it. Sir. We back in the building. Let's get some more people in this thing. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We in that thing today. We getting it. Yes, sir. It'll be a good day to be on Souls of Thought live show today. Got some topics for you guys that might be uncomfortable, but we got to talk about it. Let's go. See it. Topic of discussion, Spades, baby. Souls of Thought. We'll be talking about Shedeur Sanders. We'll be talking about this whites only community. We'll be giving it to you guys today. What's good, Souls of Thought family? It's your boy Norris, and we back again for another live show of Souls of Thought. And as you can see behind me, we're going to be talking about some good topics today. And, I'm going to start out with something. I did something a little different for y'all today, typed up a little interlude, and we're going to talk to you guys to kind of get you guys' minds going today, get you thinking on a whole nother level today, because there's a lot that's been going on this week. And I wanted to kind of be able to wrap it all into one full episode today and kind of talk about some topics that really hit home to me. And if you guys don't know, now you're going to know that when you tap into Souls of Thought, it's facts over feelings. We're going to talk about things that actually matter. We're going to talk about things that are impacting our community. When I say our community, I mean the Black community. And a lot of time it's just the lack of playing the cards that we are dealt. So as you see on the topic of discussion today, we got the code word Spades. And Spades is a game that everybody know, but few recognize when it's actually being played in real life. Today, I want to introduce a concept to you guys, not just the game, but the strategy behind this world we're living in. It's clear that the white side, you heard it, the white side is just playing their hand. They're showing it boldly, publicly, and proudly. Meanwhile, Black America, I typed this up so you know I got to read it to you. Black America, we're left playing blind, guessing, reacting, getting loud about each other, but whispering, if anything about them is said. We're loud when we talk about each other, but we're quiet when we talk about them. This isn't a dump on white America, guys. It's far from it. It's not a dump on white America. This is a PSA for us. From all white communities being legally built to black men like William McNeil being punched by the police to Shedeur Sanders being blackballed before the draft, to Cam Newton constantly being critiqued for existing as himself. We get loud in flashes. Let me say that again. We, as the black community, we get loud in flashes, but do we ever stay loud with purpose? So here's a real question. Do we want the books, the power, the strategy, or the win? Or are we just content to say we're playing the hands that we're dealt and fold every time things get uncomfortable? Black America, let me say that again. Black America, it's time to stop playing blind. And that's the introduction to Souls of Thought today, Spades category. We're using Spades as an analogy because I feel like right now we continue to get loud and bold about white America, but we only get bold and loud about white America because what? They show us their hand. We continue to play this game of spades and we continue to hide our hand. We continue to play blind. And sometimes we even continue to renege on our communities. But today we're going to hit some topics and we're going to hit some topics that hit home. And it's some things that I want to discuss and talk about. And we're going to start off with my boy Shedeur, man. We got to start out with Shedeur Sanders. It's the topic of discussion in the sports world. And we got to start off. Is Shedeur being played with? And the reason why I ask that question is because we have to understand that what they're doing to Shedeur could be done to anyone. This could be your son, this could be your daughter, it could be anyone. So we're going to start off, and we're going to start off showing this actual clip right here. This is actually Shedeur Sanders actually stand afterwards to take extra snaps. To do extra things. And I'm going to tell you this, and anybody who's in the chat or anybody who's watching this, you let me know if star players are doing this for people they don't feel deserve reps, for people that they don't feel deserve playing time. This is Shedeur Sanders taking snaps and exchanging from the center, Bradley Latham, after practice, following some botch snaps in the first couple of days of camp. And then Myles Garrett even stayed around to help. So this is a quick little 9-second video. Gonna play that, and then we're gonna get into the Shedeur Sanders interview. So as you see there's a young man who's trying to continue to improve, continue to get his game better, continue to do the things that he needs to do. But they're not helping him. But I want you guys, I don't know if you guys watched Shedeur's post-game interview, not post-game interview, post-practice interview, but he did a very great job. But something I want you guys to really pay attention to today is look at Shedeur Sanders. And I know a lot of you going to be like, oh, I think you're going overboard. But Shedeur does not look like the Shedeur we're used to. We don't see the change. We see the smile right there, but we don't see the change. We don't see the swag he normally had. And I'm telling you guys, coming from a mental health perspective, I know this is all taking a toll on him. His dad is having medical scares. It's a lot that's comprised in what's going on with Shedeur Sanders. But we got to talk about it. And we're going to break down his post-game interview. Not post. I keep saying post-game. See, the board supposed to be starting. We manifested it already. But his post training camp interview, and we're going to go from there. All right.
Good. Blessed to be here, of course. I'm happy all y'all here. I'm happy that the fans are able to be here, and I'm excited, to be a part of this team. Yeah, for sure. It's a respect thing. I know a lot of people want the content. I know I'm a producer, so I never want to make anybody feel, any type of way about anything. So it was important that he gets everything he needs to say out and everybody captures what he has. And then now, I'm here.
Shedeur, how do you maximize? I know the reps are being divided up between four. How do you maximize the time when you're not getting the reps? What do you do to kind of take advantage of that?
I'll say just have a deeper level of understanding, because I know whenever I get my opportunity, I gotta maximize it. So that's something you have to change in the mentality standpoint and the mental standpoint is, okay, I just got to think about what I could do to get better, even if I'm not getting reps, and it's no problem.
So the guys have talked about the mental intensity that they want to have at training camp. The first 2 days of going into the third, what's your mindset and how are you approaching that intensity?
I would say just learning. Every day, of course, I'm learning different things because I know the opportunity will come. And whenever it comes, I want to be able to know the ins and outs and know the full everything. So I don't want to really make too many mistakes when it's my time.
What do you feel like you're getting the most comfortable coming back from any camp in the first couple of days of training camp?
I say definitely the playbook. Yeah, I'm getting super comfortable in the playbook for sure, and it's helping me out, overall in the field.
So as you can see there, Shedeur is doing a great job answering the questions. He's actually taking the high road. I'm going to say this, and it's probably going to seem very personal just because I'm a huge fan of Shedeur Sanders, been following him since his Trinity High School days, all the way into his time with Jackson State to Colorado and now here in Cleveland. And I'm going to tell you guys this. If Cleveland fumbles this ball, this probably will be worse than the Baker Mayfield fumble. And for you guys who follow football, Baker Mayfield is doing his thing in Tampa Bay. He's a very good and accurate quarterback. Did he have some growing to do? Yes, but he could have did all that under the roof of Cleveland, but that's not what they wanted. And I don't know if you guys have been living under a rock, but Shedeur Sanders is doing a lot. When I say it again, he's doing a lot for the Ohio community, the Cleveland community. He's giving back. This boy is almost like the Walter Payton Player of the Year. And the season ain't even started. With that being said, I think he's doing very well. If you guys don't know, today is Sunday. Today is July the 27th. So yesterday on the 26th, I want to say, and the 25th was the first time he kind of started taking reps with the mixture of first team, second team, and he killed it. His stats said what they needed to say. It spoke for itself. Through the same route that Dylan Gabriel couldn't connect with on to Jerry Jeudy, and he threw it, and they scored. With this being said, I feel that Shedeur Sanders is head above everyone there. Joe Flacco has more season. With that being said, if I had to start the program today, I would just go ahead and give either Shedeur Sanders the reins or keys to the car, or you can give it to Dylan Gabriel. But I will give it to Shedeur Sanders and let him do his thing, because I think something that we forget about when it comes to sports is the environment, the community. That stuff all matters. The personnel, the type of person that Shedeur Sanders is and what he's providing for the Cleveland, Ohio community will win football games. I think a lot of times people don't understand like that LeBron effect. When LeBron was in Cleveland as a rookie and through like the first few years when he kept taking them to the Eastern Conference Finals, playing against the Boston Celtics and doing his thing, that stuff impacted the community. And sometimes you can win off of just the impact alone. And if you see what LeBron did, he came back to Cleveland and brought him a ring with a team that wasn't the best team, but it was put together. It was put together for the perfect time, and everything worked out. We all know some people are going to complain about the Golden State injuries and things of that nature, but it worked out, and he brought a ring back. And I feel that Shedeur Sanders has the same type of energy, and he can do the same thing with the Cleveland Browns. And I'm going to tell you guys this. I showed you guys the video beforehand with Myles Garrett staying late after practice, the center staying late after practice. There's another video out there where he's still the last one on the field, still throwing passes to starting receivers. I'm going to tell you this right now. There is no one or two people on the roster staying after practice just to catch balls with a fifth-round draft pick that they don't feel have the talent to win games and to do what they need to do. It don't exist. It does not exist, I'm telling you. So here goes a little bit more.
I know you guys are a little short on bodies here with pass catchers. Like watching you yesterday in the early part of practice, and sometimes you're throwing to some of the equipment guys. Like, how do you maximize those opportunities even when it's not?
Heard what he said. He's throwing to equipment guys. The days that he got 0 reps, this dude is throwing to equipment guys.
A pass catcher is that going to be roster?
It doesn't really faze me. You gotta understand, we came all the way from HBCU to a Power 5, and then now we're here. So at this point, if you look around, there's nothing, that's a challenge, I'd say.
How are you approaching the four-man competition as you get to training camp, as you get closer to preseason and then week 1?
I'm focused on doing me. I'm focused on learning what I need to learn. That's simply it.
Are you thinking about winning that job for week 1?
I don't think nobody in this organization is here if they're not trying to win. Honestly, I think, they're trying to win who gives out the best water and Gatorades out here. So it's definitely a competition in everything in life. It's so many cameras out here. It's definitely competition with content, obviously, too. So I think everything in life boils down to competition.
Shedeur, you've been a star for your entire life. So how difficult is it to be patient and you said waiting for your turn?
I'll say it's different phases in life. Different things in life you have to go through, and that's all it is. I'll say for me, it's building blocks. Sometimes I always had to get overly prepared and had to worry about a lot of different things, just from my youth to high school to college, and I never had a chance to, I'll say, sit back and learn more in depth of everything.
So as you see there, as they mentioned, like, Shedeur is used to the lights. He's used to the cameras. He's used to the action. But I think he's becoming even more dangerous now of an athlete, of a player, and his character is growing even higher because of this situation. He's mastering the playbook. He's staying out there. He's doing everything. He's dialed into Cleveland football, period. You don't see him all over social media. He's not all on Instagram. He's not doing everything he used to. He is dialed in. And I think a dialed in Shedeur Sanders is going to be a dangerous Shedeur Sanders.
So I was always thrown in the fire, and I always exceeded expectations. So
yesterday, Andrew Berry mentioned that
speeding, huh?
That he thought it wasn't smart. I figured somebody had to ask him something.
Yeah.
So he said that it wasn't smart. He said he talked to you. He said Kevin said he also talked to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering, what did you learn from that incident?
And I definitely learned not to drive fast at all. So I really don't even drive like that much anymore. But I really don't drive fast at all. So I definitely follow the rules, and I hope everybody learned from my situation. That not drive fast at all.
Yesterday was a long, hot day.
And I love how he took the high road there. She tried to get him caught up because all the positive things were being said. And, there's always got to be that one person who brings up something negative. But I like how he took the high road and just took accountability for his response, what happened, and moved on.
Your red zone period looked a little frustrating. How frustrating was it? Reps you had at the end.
Nah, this is the thing. I don't never take anything as frustrating because I know everybody tries their best. So like even, throughout everything in college and everything, I was never frustrated ever at teammates, at everybody, because I know everybody's going out there doing their best. So if you're doing your best and you tell me, you look me in the eye and tell me you're doing your best, I know I'm out here trying to do my best. I know I make mistakes. I know you make mistakes. So it's like, why would I be mad? We all in similar situations. So that doesn't really frustrate me at all,
So as you see there again, he took the high road, man. He did a great job. I was very impressed with Shedeur when it came to this post-practice interview. That's one of the things that people can really talk about is his character. He was speaking nothing but facts when it came to he never got frustrated. He never got frustrated when he was at Colorado, when he was getting sacked every game, running around with a chicken with his head, like a chicken with their head cut off. He never got upset. And that's something that I think people can really take for him. Like Soft Rain, welcome to the chat. Appreciate it. Facts over feelings. You guys know that here on Souls of Thought is facts over feelings. And we are all human. That's very true. Very true. And again, Shedeur has always been a good character person, regardless of what you want to say about his flashiness, regardless of what you want to say about his chains and the money that this young man was blessed to receive prior to the NFL. There's nothing we can do there. And I'm going to show you guys that God is really showing out in behalf of Shedeur Sanders because I mean, this dude had like the record high jersey sales. I think he brought in like 14 million of revenue for himself. He brought in more of that when it came to sales volume, but what he gets out of that revenue share is like 14 million. I think they said he made probably almost as much as some of the second round draft picks. So everything's working out in his favor. We all know the Sanders family is not even chasing money anyway, so it really doesn't matter when it comes to the financial side of things. They're going to be okay. But I think Shedeur is being played with out there in Cleveland. And for somebody who's a Shedeur fan, I'm going to tell y'all this. Don't mess around and somebody get hurt during preseason. That's very important to their team. Because the games are over. The Swig games are over. The purge is over. The draft is over. People are going to take the best talent available. You guys played your little game. You played your hand of spades. You was very public about your hand that was being dealt for Shedeur Sanders. He got knocked down in the draft. Cool. But I guarantee you they won't continue to play that game if their star quarterback gets hurt. So let him live. We will show his worth on. Yep. And that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of that. I'm telling you right now. You give every quarterback out there four plays. Shedeur stats is going to look better. He might go 4 for 4, 3 touchdowns. I'm telling y'all, the boy is bad, man. With that being said, man, you like Jen said, you got to let him live. But I'm going to tell you this. Cleveland, do not miss out on this one. Character perceives talent, man. And his character is speaking way louder than his talent. Even though he's talented, his character is what y'all need in Ohio. His character is what a lot of cities need. Somebody who's willing to help. It's more than football. We think about this as just a game, but we're not thinking about what he can do for those people who are more not as fortunate as others, those people who have things that happen. I think he can really be a pillar for Cleveland and Ohio, man. I hope y'all don't miss it, man. With that being said, there's been a lot of hate going on, not just for Shedeur Sanders, but there's been a lot of hate for my boy Cam Newton. I don't know if you guys been living under a rock or what's been going on for you, but you guys all know that Cam Newton, Ryan Clark, and I had their beef. Even Gilly the Kid had something to say, which is crazy. But we're going to chime in. We're going to go over to 4th and 1 with Cam Newton. Hear his take on Jalen Hurts, why he doesn't feel that he's like a top 10 quarterback. And then after that, we're going to also look at some of the crybaby stuff that Ryan Clark had to say back. And we're going to move from there. But let me bring this on up for you guys so we can start discussing. And here's Cam Newton's take.
I got something to say about your top 10 list. And I'm saying it's everybody. We got Stephen A. He says he doesn't agree with you.
No. Play the clip.
Here we go.
Well, Cam's wrong.
Okay,
I do
go to the next clip. That's all I wanted to hear.
Cam's wrong.
That's all I wanted to hear.
All right, and then we got your boy Ryan Clark.
We have to stop allowing people to have excuses to disrespect Jalen Hurts. Cam recently said I was playing things safe, so let me cook for a second here, right? So there's different ways to look at it. Historically and presently, Jalen Hurts is the top 10 quarterback, and you're going to look at it different ways. You're going to look at talents above X's and O's, the ability to help your team win, and then to me, it's proximity to the GOAT. Let's take Cam Newton, right? What made Cam Newton great? Okay. He could be powerful.
Right there. And go to the next one.
Dan Orlovsky.
Jalen Hurts is the quarterback you got to go through in the NFC to win the Super Bowl. You have to go through.
As we keep going, we even got comments. All right.
What's your comment say?
From Terrell Owens. It said, you would be judging him if he had all of that and wasn't playing well. This is a Skip Bayless type of statement with dreads. Don't be mad at Jalen because he's making great decisions. Maybe had you made the decision to jump on the ball.
Pause right.
As you see what's going on here, this goes into my interlude of the video today. Black people are louder at their own people than they are to the other side. And I'm going to show you guys multiple displays of this today. We're going to keep it real. Again, it's facts over feelings. But if you notice, if we were just as loud to other people, maybe we wouldn't be in some of the predicaments we are in today.
Yeah, go to the next clip.
And last but not least, even yourself, a statement that you made about Jalen Hurts on this very show, 4th and 1. Does this season or Super Bowl put Jalen Hurts in the elite QB group?
I think so.
Press
pause right there. This message goes to Jalen Hurts. I mean no evil intent. I have no hate, no quarrel, no nothing in regards to you, the person, or you, the NFL quarterback. I put that on everything.
And this is another thing I want to talk about, especially being a content creator. I feel like we have a content battlefield or a content warfare going on. I never understand why people cannot agree to disagree without personally attacking people. Attack the point, not the person. I see this a lot. I was just on shout out to Courtyard Junkie. I was just on his show where he was talking about Caitlin Clark and this and that. And we were bringing up valid points, but it was this one gentleman who wanted to get on the live and just do a lot of personal jabs and call people idiots and call them out of their name. I do not understand the battlefield within content. We're all here to make content. Some people are going to enjoy what we say. Some people aren't going to enjoy what we say. But that doesn't mean that we have to attack each other. And again, it's always us being louder to us than we are to them.
Thing that I love. But the point that I'm about to make here, for the point to be made, I have to unlock Petty Cam.
Not Petty Cam. Take the shackles off of Petty Cam.
First and foremost, I can easily say, and out of everything that everybody said, Stephen A. Smith, he understood the assignment. The point that Cam is trying to make here, ladies and gentlemen, is let's make people debate about sports again. Because there's too many homeboys in the industry. There's too many people, the insiders that are moved by relationships and moved by, oh man, I can't talk bad about this person, or I can't critique his game because, man, I know that coach, or I know this particular person. Well, you're not talking about the person. You're not even talking about you guys' relationship. You're more or less talking about their performance. And that's what I will talk about. But as I keep unlocking Petty Cam, the next person that I will go to is Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens, I can say so much about you, and I will not, because at the end of the day, we all know that you don't have the best relationships with your quarterbacks. Me being a quarterback, I'm just going to leave it at that. Another person that will unlock Petty Cam is Gilly the Kid. Gilly, you posted me on your social story. And Peggy, I got a question to ask. Can you name me one Gilly the Kid album? Can you quote any of his music? Damn. But we know Gilly the Kid, not as a rap artist or a hip hop artist. We know him as a podcaster. We're in the same spaces. So your unpopular pick or your popular pick or the content that you create, Gilly, is the same.
And I felt that was real crazy. I thought it was very crazy that Gilly the Kid went at him. And I want to play what Gilly the Kid had to say about Cam Newton for y'all to be able to hear. So here's what Gilly the Kid had.
What you couldn't do, that was win a Super Bowl. A good thing, Cam Newton. I seen you came at me because I said Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do, that was win a Super Bowl. So you want to get all in your feelings. Man, shut your tight jean wearing ass up, man. Nigga, you had on a jersey with a bow tie, you corny ass nigga. Get out of here, nigga. You will never be able to fuck with Jalen Hurts, nigga. You super goofy, corny ass nigga. Get out of here, nigga. What you do? You won MVP, won a Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl MVP. And you hating on him. Because he did what you couldn't do, nigga. Win a Super Bowl. And he been to two of them. So when you hating on him, nigga, just know you wasn't better than him, nigga. You talk about, can you name one of my albums, nigga? You ain't got to be able to name one of my albums, nigga. Fuck wrong with you. You in my space. You ain't bigger than me in this space, nigga. You a low.
And as you see here, this goes directly with my interlude today when I was speaking to all my black consensual, I can't say that big word, all my black consumers of content today is look how loud, look how many niggas he has to call Cam Newton to get his point across. Now, I think Gilly the Kid and Wallow do some pretty good content on $1 million worth of game. With that being said, they take a lot of people who are already successful and you hear a little bit about their backstory. So they're good interviewers. With that being said, look at how personal Gilly had to get with Cam to get his point across. Now, we all know that Gilly the Kid is part of Barstool Sports with David Portnoy, who is one of the most, what some people would call very racist, or somebody who doesn't look at things the way Black people look at things, but they've cut them a very, 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 very big check. With that being said, why are you so aggressive to your brother Cam Newton, but so quiet to others? Well, we're going to let you finish, and then we're going to get back on to Cam Newton. But these are the things I wanted to point out today on this live. It's just that I do not understand how we're playing cards anymore. It's like we talk the table when it comes to our own people, but then when it comes to the other people, we hold our cards to our chest, and we don't say anything. We talk about it after the game is over. Like, it's crazy to me how we continue to insult each other instead of just getting points across and not taking it personal.
Yellow ass boy in this space, nigga. Yellow ass boy. I could come sign you, nigga. Yellow ass boy. What you talking about? Yeah, that nigga don't ever hate on Jalen Hurts, nigga. I know it hurts your fucking feelings that you wasn't Jalen, nigga. You non-Super Bowl having ass nigga. And let's be for real. Let's be for real. You out at clout chasing, man. You interviewed a nigga on your platform who ain't nobody, and he got on there and talked about Deion Sanders, Beyonce, Jay-Z, a bunch of, come on, man.
And there he was referencing Charleston White. Charleston White had a response for him too, but we're not gonna go deep into that because that's just a lot of extra stuff there. But we're gonna hear some of Cam Newton, and then I'm gonna show you guys the good old Ryan Clark.
Same thing that I do as content creators. So step aside, sir. Next, last but not least,
What's up?
Mr. Ryan Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Just for perspective purposes, can we tee up just the first 15 seconds of that clip?
Let's take Cam Newton, right? What made Cam Newton great?
Pause right
he could be powerful.
This is where people are not understanding here. You're attacking the messenger and not attacking the message.
Okay.
So since that we want to attack the messenger, Ryan Clark. Okay, let's pull up your stats. Second team All SEC. We cannot relate. Undrafted in 2002. We cannot relate. Then you have one Pro Bowl in 2011. We cannot relate. So if you want to unlock Petty Cam, and everything that Cam Newton has ever said on this 4th and 1 show has always been backed by merit and logic, but some way, shape, form, people keep attacking Cam, the person, or why he didn't jump on the fumble, why he didn't do this, or comparing and contrasting. So when I compare and contrast you guys' statistics and Dan Orlovsky, never mind. But as we keep going and we keep unlocking and keep poking the bear, and y'all want to play this game, I can play this game too. But Petty Cam, go back there.
Please go back there, Petty.
Because the message here is Jalen Hurts. This has nothing to do with me hating Eagles fans. This has nothing to do with me being bitter. This is just my thought process in evaluating quarterbacks. Now, as Petty Cam is shelved, now Logic Cam comes out.
Welcome to the show.
The reality of this list comes down to a lot of different things. And where I was going with judging quarterbacks goes off of performance. Mm-hmm. And did you know, Peggy?
What's up?
That Jalen Hurts only threw for 2,900 yards?
Yeah.
In the whole season.
Yeah, 2,903 yards.
Did you know that his former teammate at Alabama?
So Cam continues to go on. He makes some great stats, and he gives some great information, actually. But I want you guys to be able to see the good old female Ryan Clark, what he had to say, because Ryan is very good at this content game. He's very good at saying something that pokes the bear. But once it wakes up the bear, he goes back to this apology thing. And I don't understand why more people don't get the same grace as Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark gets a lot of grace from all content creators, from all the people out there, especially all the pro-blackity black people. This dude says some of the most outlandish stuff to people. And he's able to just come back and backpedal with stuff like this.
all right, y'all, now, like, this is going too far. Cam became the centerpiece of a conversation that should have been about Jalen Hurts' excellence. But instead of debating if Jalen was in the top 10 or not, we started talking about what Cam Newton wasn't. And people stopped stating what he was. This is a dude that was a transcendent transfer that goes to an average Auburn team and wins a national championship and a Heisman Trophy, becomes the rookie of the year after he was drafted first overall. And like, be real, in 2015, he the MVP. He took an 8-8 roster to 15 wins and a Super Bowl. And listen, I get to work with the best in the world every single day at ESPN. We the best network doing sports. So I'm with Stephen A, and I'm with Greeny, and I'm with Laura, and I'm with SVP, Mina, Marcus, Dan, and they never have to validate why their opinion matters. And Cam shouldn't have to list his accolades to tell you why, or to tell us why his opinion matters. And I'm gonna be truthful. I don't really care what he said about me. I'm so damn comfortable with my career, but anytime we get into the weeds and start talking about the people who don't do it no more, we miss the mark. And I get some of y'all think I missed the mark when I said he didn't bring his cape, or when I said where was his ring. To be honest, I was comparing Jalen Hurts to Cam Newton, who was the top 10er, Eli Manning, who was the top 10er, and it's highlighting how good Jalen was against Patrick Mahomes.
But what Ryan Clark is not admitting to is that you were comparing personnel instead of stats and performance. This argument for somebody not putting somebody on the top 10 quarterback list should not become a personal bashing for that person. But that is usually what we do in our community. And like I mentioned before, we are playing spades, but we're playing the wrong hand. We're playing the wrong hand when it comes down to all this information, everything that's going on. We continue to play the wrong hand. And this is becoming a huge problem in the Black community. We are starting to bash each other instead of listening and actually debating on points and not personal attacks. We can agree to disagree. You could be wrong, I could be wrong, however you want it to be. But I always feel that everybody should be able to get their point across. So again, I wish everybody had the same grace for other players, just like they have for Ryan Clark. To me, Ryan Clark gets so much grace from the world, from everyone. And it's crazy to me. I would never understand it. I would never understand it. So now that we're finished up with the sports segment, I wanted to get to one of the touching topics that I know a lot of you probably been paying attention to, but there's been a whites only community that was created in Arkansas. And I'm going to play you guys this video. And then we're going to go from there. But I'm going to show you guys, I don't know if you guys ever heard the saying, nothing's new under the sun. I'm going to show you why I feel that we're louder than we need to be. But we're going to start off showing you guys what's going on out here in old Arkansas or Kansas.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites only place.
White American culture.
Over the last year and a half, high up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, leveling the land, building houses. They call it an intentional community based around shared ancestry, a long-winded way of saying something really quite simple.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
It's called Return to the Land, and they invited me in.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
A seemingly bucolic and sometimes surreal experience. But this is built on a radical modern premise, made possible because of a new political and technological moment. One with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own for generations to come.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
But in this southern US state, people who have lived through segregation once fear it is returning.
When you hear things like that, it causes you to be fearful, and you don't know who to trust.
Its founder says he is building a fortress for the white race.
It's a racial association. I kind of want to ask you, after seeing this, do you think what we're doing is immoral?
So as you see there, it's a group of white people who took their own resources, who did their own work, who put their own time, who put their own labor, did all that. White group. And if you notice, it's funny because it was a actual tweet that made it say whites only, which they did, own up to it. Because like I told you guys before, when white people play spades, they show their hand. They're public about it. They're loud about it. And I don't understand why we have a problem with it. Why do we have a problem with whites only wanting to be on their own? Why do we have an issue with that? Because if I could recall in my 39 years of living, there's not been too many white groups or cults, if you can use that word, bolts, however I don't know if we got to edit it up for YouTube, but I haven't seen too many all white communities that made it out successfully. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I have not seen any whites only communities that started off this way end successfully. But again, it's just another thing to stir up the Black community. Another thing to start all this fear mongering of, oh my God, if they can segregate themselves, they're going to start slavery again. And we're going to get all this stupid rhetoric of things that don't make sense. And we have all the same power that they have. And I'm going to show you. Because 4 years ago, Black people created a Black onlys area and community. It's on CNN. Nobody talked about it. And they did the same thing that the white people did. They took their own resources. They took their own people. And they created Freedom, Georgia. If you don't believe me, here you go.
That is the sound of freedom. A lush and rugged expanse about 130 miles south of Atlanta, just shy of 97 acres. It's undeveloped, unincorporated, and it has new owners.
It feels amazing. It feels really amazing. I cry every time I come here.
Renee Walters is one of them. She's president of the Freedom Georgia Initiative. It's a collective of 19 Black families who recently bought this land. This dream all started a few weeks ago during Renee's typical morning call with her friend Ashley Scott.
She said, Ashley, did you see the article about Toomsboro for sale?
It turns out that the entire small town was never for sale, just a bundle of a few dozen homes and buildings. So Ashley, a real estate agent, looked for listings in the area and found one for this.
And it was just such a beautiful piece of land. It was affordable, and it just made sense that we could create something that would be amazing for our families.
Why were these two women interested in the prospect of buying a town in the first place?
It really was when we saw what happened with Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd and Breonna.
You guys see what I mean? Do you guys see what I mean when I say that we play spades incorrectly? White people just showed you, hey, I'm going to show you my cards. We're making this white community because this is what we want. And Black people go straight to the victim aspect of, you remember this person? You remember this person? You remember this bro, you made a black only community because that's what you want. You feel that it's safer in your black and only community. Say the same thing the white people say. Stop doing all this cover up. Stop making all these emotional stories behind what you're doing. You bought that area because you felt that what was going on in the world made you feel unsafe. And you felt being around a bunch of niggas will make you feel safer. Just call the kettle black. It is what it is. Play your hand and play it out loud. But don't get mad when you see whites only creating their whites only community because you wanted to do the same.
Anna Taylor and the protests.
We both have black husbands, we both have black sons, and I was starting to get overwhelmed and have a sense of anxiety when my husband would leave the house to go to work.
So what you think these white folks have? Because they call their sense of anxiety black fatigue today. I could show y'all a million videos today of black kids breaking into pools, pushing old white ladies into the pool at they're supposed to be in the lifeguard. In Ohio, kids jumping over private property, getting in the pools, throwing their own parties. Don't know if y'all just heard about the man in Michigan who just stabbed 11 people in Walmart. Or did you hear about the 3 young black boys in Florida that murdered the three people and just got a life sentence? So you have a sense of anxiety for things that didn't even happen around you, but you seen through social media. But you mad that these white folks want to have their own sense of freedom and security. Come on now.
So watching our people protesting in the streets, while it is important, and I want people to stay out in the streets, bringing attention to the injustices of black people, we needed to create a space and a place where we could be a village again, a tribe again.
So Renee and Ashley reached out to family and friends, and together they bought what they intend to name Freedom, Georgia, a new black city.
We don't intend.
What did he say they were going to call that? Hold on.
For it to be exclusively black, but we do intend for it to be pro-black. But we do intend. We don't intend for it to be exclusively black. But
Freedom, Georgia, a new black city.
We don't intend for it to be exclusively black, but we do intend for it to be pro-black.
And this is the issue right here. Again, we are so afraid to be politically incorrect, or you could say politically correct. Either one. I think we're afraid to be politically incorrect because people think it's incorrect to say what you really want. But no, you said it. Yes, you do want it. You did want to be an all-black city. What's the difference between an all-black city and pro-black city? What are going to be the benefits of the people who aren't pro-black? And why would you create something? Why would you create something that puts other people who don't look like you, who cause you anxiety, back into your community? Or was it your own people who caused you anxiety? Which one caused you anxiety? Because when you told the story, it looked like it was the people who, like George Floyd, who lost their life. It looks like it was all these other people, Aubrey and all these other people who lost their lives to white people. It looked like that's what was causing the problem. So are you going to say what needs to be said, or are you going to sugarcoat so that nobody bashes on you? Because you don't want it to be an all-black city, but it's going to be a pro-black city. Come on, bro.
In every way.
Jessica Gordon-Amard is an economist and an expert on black collectives.
I've found tremendous benefits to individuals, families, and the communities that are involved in it, including, the economic.
And this is another thing y'all talk about getting away from, right? This is why y'all don't like people like myself who date interracial, right? Because you create people like this, because we know she's not 100% black.
Economic stability and prosperity, but also leadership development, social capital development, other kinds of human capital development. And so it's really a win-win for everybody involved to be involved.
The owners hosted the Big Black Campout over Labor Day weekend. Supporters drove in from across the country. The plan is to introduce farming next, create a lake for sustainable fishing, facilities for recreation, and eventually develop a fully operational, expanded city.
By being able to create a community that is thriving, that is safe, that has agriculture and commercial businesses that are supporting one another, and that dollars circulating in our community, that is our vision. And to be able to pass this land down to my children and to the children that are represented by each of our 19 families as a piece of legacy. We're hoping to create legacy.
So as you can see there, that's what their plan was. Their plan was to increase legacy. But I'm very interested in where is Freedom, Georgia now? Let me see if I can find it. Let's see what happened to Freedom, Georgia. Let's see what this gentleman has to say to us. Give me 1 second to pull this up for y'all, because I like you guys to be able to see what's going on, what's really happened. Let's see here. Let's see where Freedom, Georgia. What happened to Freedom, Georgia? This guy named Chicken Bone News, for some reason 9 months ago, he wanted to know what happened to Freedom, Georgia. So let's see what happened to Freedom, Georgia.
I don't know if you remember or not, but a few years back in Toonsboro, Georgia, some blacks got together and they was going to start a Freedom Town. Freedom!
Oh, he's making fun of you.
Well, I've been trying to keep up with it, but I can't really find nothing. They started out strong. They got the tent set up and everything, and they went down there and they camped out, and they talked a big talk. They wanted this because they were upset about Ahmaud Arbery being killed, George Floyd being killed, and Breonna, whatever her name was, being killed. And they felt a need for this because they had anxiety when their black husband would leave to go to work every day. Well, anyhow, I haven't heard anything from them, and I think I'm just going to drive down there. It's about an hour from here, so I'm going to drive down there and go to the plantation and see what they got built. But I thought I would just share this with you right here. This was it was a big thing, and black communities everywhere was going to flourish. The black communities, this is a place for them. And I think I ain't got no problem with that. If they want to stick together, let them stick together.
Did you hear what Chicken George just said? Did y'all hear what Chicken George just said? He said if they want to stick together, let them stick together. He said he even called it the plantation. See what I mean about white people? White people are going to say what they got to say. We don't do that. We'll tiptoe around the tulips and continue to be soft, continue to be frail, fragile, apologetic, and not just say what's on our mind. And see, they told you guys that they're going to create an all-white city, an all-white community, and that's what they're going to do. And they told you why they're going to do it. So why did we have to come up with all this victim mentality to create our own community? And the reason why I thought it was really funny was because I seen so many people have so many negative things to say or so many thought processes on them creating this community. And it was very hilarious to me that, like, for some reason, we don't see it the way they see it. We do not see it the way they see it. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Soft Rain said, looking at their Facebook page, most of the land is sold off. Oh, So they were using money. They used the money to sell it off, huh? They sold off the land instead of utilizing it correctly. That's very unique. That is very, very unique. Thank you for your research, Soft Rain. Thank you. Very unique what we do when it's time to get things together. But I want you guys to see something real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up. I want y'all to hear what they had to say on Anton Daniels' show about this whole thing. I thought it was very interesting. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me get this up for y'all. Yeah, we're gonna bring it today. We're gonna be here for a while today. I got time today. We're gonna talk about old Umar Johnson too. So just sit tight. Just sit on tight. We're gonna be here today on Souls of Thought. Everybody make sure you share it. Probably try to get a relationship topic in too. Might have some people come up. But here's Anton Daniels talking about this white only town, and I want you to hear some of the rhetoric.
It started at the top with the self-segregation, white people, and then we just gonna go from there. So basically what's happening is white people, it's a group of white people that's a part of a group called Return to the Land, or it's people that's joining, white people that are joining a group called Return to the Land. And what's happening is they are self-segregating. So one of the places that they bought was some land in the Ozarks of Arkansas. And they basically building their own community and they basically doing their own thing. And then people are whining, saying that it's a possibility that they're gonna go to like some remote space over in Missouri, right? So this is basically what is happening. I'm gonna just play this for like 2 or 3 minutes and then we're gonna go from there.
What he is doing here is entirely legal, and that's key. Because if it is, it could be a blueprint for many other communities to come.
Welcome to the Ozarks.
Thank you very much.
Did y'all just see what Soft Rain said? They went by there 3 weeks ago and they got lost because there was nothing there.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites only place.
White American culture. Yeah, not just white, but white American.
But what this sounds like is bringing back segregation. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, I mean, it's free association. So we're not trying to keep other people down. This is a small settlement in the middle of the Ozarks.
But they are being kept out.
You don't let everyone into your home.
160 acres taking shape, forest cleared, roads laid, cabins built. Around 40 people live here. Hundreds more from across the world have paid to be members. And I'm intrigued to find out what motivates people to give up their old lives.
That's going
to be quite controversial.
Well, if you don't have rules against it, then, anyone of any race can come and be your neighbor. And they're watching the news, which is telling you that white people are, the cause of all your problems and all the ills of society. And suddenly, your children are much less safe because there's a lot of violence, anti-white violence happening to white people and white children.
So essentially, it's a big thing that is brewing on social media where white people are self-segregating and they're creating their own communities and they're, sticking together and they doing it for the safety of themselves. So what do y'all have to say about this?
They sound just like the FBAs.
And remember what they said, right? They were doing it for the safety of themselves, the same reason why Freedom Georgia wanted to do theirs.
That's all I'm saying. That's it.
It's a lot that's wrong, man. This ain't right, okay? And the reason why it ain't white or right is because once you get one, you get two. Then you get three, then you get four, then we going back into some kind of civil war. This mindset, this thinking is not going to help America at all. In fact, every time we get a spot to try to preserve black culture, it get gentrified. So don't nobody else really got these spots. You know, we got Chinatown, but other people are what.
And you know what I thought was very interesting about what he said, because I got to see a lot of this when I was living in DC, and he was talking about the gentrification. You see it a lot around Howard University over there on Florida Avenue. One side you will see white couples walking their dogs, and on the other side by the metro station, you see black people shooting dice and selling drugs. Like literally, like one side looks like white America, the other side look like niggas just taking over doing stupid stuff. And you get to see this stuff, and we wonder why gentrification happens. Gentrification only happens because we don't take care of what's supposed to be ours. No white person could come in and buy a perfectly set up black community. If it was set up, it wasn't boards on windows, it wasn't air conditioner units falling out of windows, it wasn't people out on the stoop at 8 o'clock in the morning smoking and drinking already. It wasn't a bunch of people blocking the entry to the metro so I can go down and get on the bus. And I experienced this as being a black man in DC. They didn't treat me no different than they treated the white people when you came into their neighborhood. They wouldn't move. You caught people drugged up and high and overdosing outside of restaurants. I'm talking about sitting right outside the door of Chipotle. You got to walk over a body. But then we continue to talk about gentrification. We create these things. We create it because we fail to police our environments and we fail to look out for our environments. If you keep your environment up, I guarantee you, I would challenge somebody right now who lives in the projects or live in Section 8 to go outside and have a meeting and challenge everybody to clean up in front of their yard. Hey, let's get a curfew. Let's not be out hanging all times of night. Let's get some painters over here. Let's do some stuff ourselves and improve your community. And I want to see if somebody's going to come in there and try to take it from you. Not once you approve it, but once they see that you're tearing it down, once they see these babies running around outside in diapers, they come and tear it down. They got the money to move you out the way, but then you continue to complain. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Howard University ain't helping none. None. Trust me.
Welcome. A white only spot. It sounds like we going the wrong way in history.
I disagree.
I know you do.
I don't think so. In Chinatown, nobody else is welcome. You can shop in their stores, but you cannot actually own their businesses in Chinatown. You can't work inside
DC,
of their stuff, at least not in DC. I know that.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, they're not the only group. The Amish does this. There are African cultures that do this in America. And right now in Texas, Muslims do this.
Minneapolis is awesome.
Over there. They want to be over there. Let them be over there. Why do you care that they want to be by themselves? I wouldn't have a problem if Black people wanted to do it. I wouldn't have a problem if Haitians do it. That's like, I don't care.
Black people have did this before.
Yes, but we're talking.
Do you
about
not remember the consequence?
Long time ago.
We're talking about today.
Yeah. Do you know why it's not today? Let's talk about the consequence of when we tried to do it.
Okay. So if you're going to talk about the history, you're going to have to talk about it in totality, because I know white and Black people like to cherry pick. Both sides like to cherry pick what they talk about.
Okay, let's do it.
But what I'm interested in is talking about what we're talking about now. Every side talks about this, talks about doing whatever for themselves, and people do it nowadays. Like I said, the Asians do it, definitely. The Amish does it. The Muslims are doing it on a grand scale right now.
So as you see there on Anton's panel, Mika gets it. 2K is just an igniter. You know, he starts the fire and it keeps going. But with that being said, this is not something new under the sun. This is something that has been happening for years. I just showed you guys a video of the Freedom, Georgia, that was happening during the pandemic. This stuff is not new. I don't understand why we get so loud about what other people are doing. instead of focusing on what we need to do for our community, and stop living in fear. Like, we live in so much fear. It's ridiculous. Like, I never seen a community that lives in so much fear about what another race is doing. We live in so much fear. We live in so much fear that we continue to forget about the people who are bamboozling us, the people who are hustling you for your money. Like, we forget about that stuff. We forget about those who don't truly support Black culture, but they'll take from Black culture. And with that being said, I definitely want you guys to tune in to this, because this gentleman right here continues to take all of Black culture money, Dr. Umar. Let's see what he got going on.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde Oguntade, Intercontinental Ifa Tunde RB Jesus, coming to you live and direct from Philadelphia. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans in Europe and Asia. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Brazil and my South American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to Panama and Costa Rica, my Central American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Canadian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my New York, my Carolina, my Texas, my Phoenix, my Philly, my Jersey, my Maryland, my Baltimore, my Georgia, my Florida, my Arkansas, Alabama, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City Africans. It's your big brother, King Kong. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance, because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th, only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank, and the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude.
So as you guys see, so his story doesn't even make sense. He was out of the country, and he said his accounts were frozen. So how did you survive outside of the country? Like, how were you paying for things? How did you not notice that your bank information was frozen all of a sudden? And Soft Rain said, why did he have to repeat? He does that. It's something about threes. You know, it's a spiritual thing that he believes in, I think. Somebody else knows what that means, but I think that's what it's for. So he repeats things that he feels is important. I know also they say if you hear something 3 times, it's easier for you to remember it. So that's why I think he repeats himself a lot. But we're going to let him finish up his little story and kind of go from there.
As to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my
So July 10th is when he left. And you didn't notice in it. So between all that time, your bank account was never frozen. Your bank never contacted you for 2 weeks, and then you left. And then all of a sudden you find out, man, this dude is going to scam y'all out of some more money. Look at him.
I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.
So as you can see there, Dr. Umar is back to his tricks. He wants you guys to send more money. It's weird to me that he only has that one account for somebody who is as big as he is. I'm very shocked that he doesn't have other ways to receive funds of money. It's very, very unique to me. Very, very, very unique to me. That somebody wouldn't have other ways to receive money. That's very, very unique to me. I would never understand it at all. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about good old Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, man, I think he does bring some good information. I don't agree with him about the snow bunnies and stuff like that. Of course, that's just a personal thing that I don't agree with. With that being said, I feel like he's very highly educated, but I feel like he's running into a lot of issues when it comes to the women in today's society. I think he needs to really start talking truth about the type of Black women that he's encountering, and I think that will really help him. Really, really, really help him. And another thing that I want to talk to you guys about before I get into any relationship talk, I don't know if you guys are familiar with everything that went on during the WNBA. There was a lot of stuff that went on, but Gilbert Arenas did a very good job articulating what society is actually looking for and why the WNBA is not really advancing itself the way that it should be advancing itself when it comes to revenue, when it comes to people starting to engage in the sport. I think he did a very good job, and I think it's something that a lot of people don't really want to talk about, but I'm glad that he had the courage to actually speak about it. And this is Gilbert Arenas on No Chill, and he really breaks down why the WNBA is where it is. I don't know if you guys seen during the WNBA, they started something called the Stud Buds or something like that. So it was two women who are studs in the WNBA going around doing a lot of vlogging throughout the WNBA All-Star weekend. But some people liked it, depending on what was your cup of tea. But I also think it did more damage to the WNBA than anything. And Gilbert Arenas does a very, very good job of breaking this down.
What is moving Angel Reese? She's bringing in the outside dollar inside. You guys want to be, I just want you to care about my craft. Just judge me on my craft. Angel Reese is in real time like, yeah, I don't give a hey, listen, you want to pay me $1 billion for what? You want to pay me $300,000 for what? You want to put me on the cover for what? Okay, let's do this. She don't care why you looking at her. Just look at her is what she's saying. Now, there was I'm sorry, but there was a reporter who said, I hope I can find it. They asked a question and I didn't like it. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was horrible. They was going around doing stud bud. Did y'all, it was like stud bud. Who is the biggest stud? Like, what? Like, huh? That's not right now. Stop. Like, not right now. That's not what we doing right now. Like, no. Like, it's just, like, what kind of reporting is this? They asked him the question, like, who is the GOAT, the Mount Rushmore of studs? And I'm like, is that what? Let me see if it's in here. No, wait, hold on. Let me see.
Both of you, but do you realize that this weekend in the stream has changed your life? Hell yeah. Believe it. Both of you, in this entire weekend with, I feel like we've been spending this entire weekend with the both of you.
Yeah, I can't. But yeah, it was, it was like, who's the biggest, like some of the questions they was asking. Yeah, one of them said young MA, and I'm like, that's not right now. Don't be asking these type of questions. Just focus on the game, right? And I just, because the reason I'm saying that is the WNBA has made it apparent. But again, if I say it, I'm going to get killed because I did the research and everybody's too lazy to do the research. So you're going to kill me thinking I'm hating like usual. So I'm going to say it. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese have some of the same similarities that the WNBA is trying to push and they want to hold on to and push it to families so they can keep getting sponsorships because they couldn't get it for a while. And that's why they want to put them on McDonald's and they want to put them on NASCAR and they want to keep pushing them. They want to put them on Reese's Pieces. They want to put them on anything they possibly can. There's a reason. Nobody wants to say the reason, but there's a reason. There's a reason that they're using these two girls. They want to give them their shoe deals. Nike, let's go, let's run them.
So as you see there, Gilbert Arenas even said it himself. He was very nervous about providing the true answer of why things are going the way they're going. With that being said, as he mentioned that the WNBA is trying to push a certain product. And Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, those young ladies fit what the WNBA really wants to push out. They're not really big on all the stud buzz and the LGBTQ. They accept them because those women do play in the WNBA, so they accept their lifestyle. With that being said, that's not what they're trying to push to the young girls coming up in the world, because we have to understand you have to feed to your market. And your market isn't going to really be men. It's going to be your young high school, middle school, young age girls that are really trying to focus themselves in on playing basketball, being the best basketball player they can be. Those are the people that are really going to be focused on. Those are the people that they really want to engage with. So with that being said, I think Gilbert did a great job. He didn't want to say what he had to say because he didn't want all the backlash. But I really feel that the WNBA really missed the mark during All-Star Weekend. They had a moment where they could have really brought in a lot more fan engagement, but their fan engagement was overtaken by these two studs that felt that that's what was appropriate for the weekend. Again, the way you choose your life is the way you choose your life. I'm not here to judge how you choose to live your life. That's not my goal. That's not on me. That's on God. I'm not the man of judgment. So with that being said, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Juju, when she comes in, Asia Wilson, they're going to continue to be the players that are pushed. I don't know if you guys noticed, like Paige Beckers was a huge point of communication at the beginning of the draft. But the moment she came out with her statement when she got drafted by the Dallas Wings about supporting everyone and supporting the Black community and things of that nature, they shut her off real fast. Now you're seeing a lot of negative videos about her and the coach not getting along, her kind of zoning out during timeouts. So as you can see, the WNBA knows what they want to push, but they're not going to be able to push it until they have enough female players who are able to push that agenda that they're trying to push. They want to see moms. They want to see those people who have children and a husband who can go out here, play a game, and enjoy their craft. So just something to think about. I thought Gilbert Arenas did a great job at breaking that down, explaining to the world what was going on. I'm going to play a couple more minutes, and then we're going to jump over to the relationship topic. I actually have a special guest that's going to be joining us. She's already backstage, so we're going to be talking about some interracial dating stuff.
Reebok, let's push it, let's get it and go. They want to. I'm pretty sure stud bud conversations is the not what they want to be. It's just look at where the money's going. Just what I'm saying. Follow the bread. Follow the bread. The breadcrumbs. The reason that two ladies can come in and make millions. I mean, goddamn, one retired her mother. Rookie season. Damn. We love Asia. I know you do. I know you do.
WNBA fans, WNBA players, make sure you listen to the guy, man. Gilbert Arenas hits it on the head when he starts talking about it. I thought it was a great video for him. I thought it was another example of somebody playing their cards and playing them correctly. With that being said, I don't know who all are playing their cards correctly in today's dating society, but let me bring our special guest up to the stage. We have our special guest, Soft Rain. Some of you might know her as April, but now she's changing her name. How are you doing today? You want me to call you April or Soft Rain?
Call me April.
Okay.
April's fine. That's my name. That's who I am.
So we have Soft Rain on the stage, or April on the stage. That's gonna see now. I'm gonna get all mixed up.
Okay.
She goes by both. So with that being said, you know what? I do want to hear your opinion about the did you get to see about the white community?
I didn't really like get deep off into it, but I mean, to me, to each their own. If that's what they want to do, let them do it. It is what it is.
I agree.
I don't have any like particular opinion about it. Same thing with the Black community or any other ethnicity. If that's what they want to do, then do it. If they don't want to mingle around with the melting pot that we have here called America, then that's their part.
Could you live in a white only community?
No.
No. Have you ever lived in a like predominantly white community?
No.
No. Okay. So April from the hood, y'all. So she never really lived there. I got it, man. I think I grew up I would say grew up in a white predominantly neighborhood. But I know my friend core group was predominantly white. Like I was the only Black guy on my little league football team.
And see, I was the opposite. My friend group predominantly Black, Hispanic, and I was the only white girl. So that's just the culture I grew up in. So, yeah.
Perfect segue. We're gonna actually be talking about interracial dating. I actually did not listen to this. It's gonna be an authentic reaction. I seen it.
Uh-oh. Here we
Yeah,
go.
I seen it. I never watched it.
let me adjust my seat.
I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go.
Okay.
This young lady is talking about interracial dating.
Oh, I've seen her before.
Yeah, she's on TikTok.
Anton,
So
I think, did a reaction on one of her
yes,
videos.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see what this young lady has to say.
Okay.
Then we're gonna talk about it. So
sounds good.
I want to talk about something in regards to interracial dating. I've dated quite a few people. I've had boyfriends, and it seems to be somewhat of a running problem dating interracially, where we will be out in public, out to dinner, downtown, at a party, and there will be an older lady that is giving this stank eye to my boyfriend or my date. And I never notice it. Like I never notice it. It's always them that notices it. And they're like, ooh, she's giving me, that lady over there is giving me the stank eye, or those girls are giving me the stank eye because I'm with you. And I don't get it. Like I don't understand. I don't see it. Immediately I just feel really defensive when I'm told that. I don't act any certain kind of way, but what can I do to help? What can I do to help? Like
nothing.
Help him in a situation like that. Because I don't care who I piss off about who I'm dating. And why are you getting all like insecure because some old lady is giving you the stink? I don't. Why are you allowing someone to bother you like that? And how can I help you? Is the question. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. So
okay. So it sounds like the question she's asking is it's almost like she's asking it for the black side though. She's saying that when they go out, when she goes out with other African American men, she tends to hear from that person that somebody's looking at them or has something negative to say. What is your thoughts on that? Because I'm looking at the comments and one guy said, "Welcome to the Black experience."
Yeah.
Some people said, "Don't worry about outside noise, just focus on each other."
Right.
And one guy said, "Baby girl, it really doesn't matter, interracial or not. A hater is going to hate. He will get the stink eye, even if you were a black girl and you were just cuter than the other girls. It doesn't matter."
It doesn't. And I think and she said older women. So I think some of
Can I read this for you real quick? Because I want
Go
you to
ahead.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
I gotta hear what you gotta say about this. This gotta be from probably a black female. How can you help him? So I feel like you're blaming him for the situation. Well, I'll help you out. It's dangerous. Oh, it's a black man. It's dangerous being a black man and dating or being married to a white woman.
That's dangerous.
I'm married to okay, so he can speak on it. I'm married to a white woman. Some black women hate it. Some white folks hate it. And as the man, that kind of situation has to always be navigated without issues. All it takes is for one Karen to lie because she doesn't like what she sees, and now she gets the police involved or worse. She gets others like-minded folks like her to cause an incident.
But that's with anything, regardless of race. Honestly, that's with anything. Of course, you see it more with race when you have interracial dating. I just
say what you gotta say, Soft Rain. Say what you gotta say. You gotta say what you gotta say.
People gonna date who they want to date, regardless if it's black, white, purple, yellow, green. I mean, and people are gonna have a problem with you if you were dating inside your race. If the man was, I think it's hard for me to look at it too because I've only dated interracially. I've never dated a white man before. I've never dated anybody other than black or Hispanic. So And I've gotten the looks before. And just going back to what I was going to say earlier about the older generation, the older generation may not want to see it more because of what happened so far back, the segregation, everything that was going on with the Black and white communities back then in the day. And they're like, well, why is he dating that white woman when all the white folks did that to us, back in the day? But there's a lot of saltiness that come from Black women when it comes to white women dating Black men too, because they're like, why are they messing with our men? So I get that all the time. Why don't you date inside your own race? That's not my preference too.
So how do you? So now that I got you up here, they set yourself up for the okie doke. No, but how do you feel about that though? Like, how do you truly feel about? Because I know you grew up around majority Black women.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see? These are questions people ain't gonna ask. Do you feel that your Black community empowered your decision to date Black men?
I feel no. I feel that the culture that I was in, not necessarily empowered, but influenced, because that's what I was used to. I was used to listening to the R&B rap, the Black culture, period. My high school class, I think we had 230 or so. And there's maybe a little couple of polka dots of us white folks in there, 5, 6 in a class of 230. So oh, hey, Uncle Plug, he's live. So that's the type of community I grew up in. That's all I knew. That's the culture I knew. And yes, it's a preference for me. I prefer darker skin tones. I like melanin, and I like the culture. And don't get me wrong, there are some physically nice looking white men out there, desirable white men out there, but that's just the same with short, tall, voluptuous, skinny. We all have our own preferences about what we want. So, or what we desire, or what, things we like. So things that might make our heart flutter.
Does it make
Things
you
that we're smitten with.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
Absolutely not. My decisions to date outside no, absolutely, because it's who I am. I'm authentic in who I am. I'm not. It doesn't. No. If I'm in a crowded room, I'll give you an example. The last 2 events I went to, R&B bingo, R&B versus trap bingo. 1 or 2 white people in there. I'm not uncomfortable. That's my environment. That's what I grew up in. I'm comfortable, and I would be uncomfortable at a country and Western bar because I don't know that culture. You know what I'm saying? I would be sitting back there looking at these people. Okay, what's next? Because it's not me. It's not where I'm from. It's not how I grew up. So that's
very interesting.
I'm going with what's comfortable, and that's
very interesting because you don't hear this from like Black women who choose to date white men.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really hear this from the other side. Like I remember I was watching the one little show on Revolt, and that they were celebrating Serena Williams for being married to her white husband, and said that we know she tried. It was almost like if a Black woman goes with a white man, it's almost like they tried their best to like stay within their lane. But nobody gives Black men that same grace to say like, hey, I know he's dating white women, but who's to say he didn't try to date 50 other Black women or or been married to a Black woman at one point? Like nobody cares to hear your story when you're a Black man, but the Black woman still gets all the grace.
Yeah.
That's very unique to me.
I understand.
But then we're also okay with. That's why I asked you, was it like empowerment? Because you know how it is being a white girl. Let's say if you're a white girl, you're in a Black establishment and you know how to dance.
Mm-hmm.
The Black people go crazy. It's like you got a superpower. Like
or if we know all the lyrics to a song and
like it's crazy to me how we like. It's almost kind of goes back to what my topic was today. Is like white people play their cards out loud. They're bold with it. They're public. They're radical with it. But it seems like black people, we hide our hand. It's like we salute white people who can do something that we feel is black, and we'll praise them. And like that white dude that went viral for that Mardi Gras dance that year.
With Kevin Gates song.
Yeah. Like this dude was a corporate white guy. In New Orleans.
Because it's uncommon.
But it's not uncommon in New Orleans.
Well, yeah.
You see what I mean? But he went
it's uncommon to the world. When the world got a hold of it, you know what I'm saying? It was something new and different.
But then y'all will be mad if he went and took all your black women.
I wouldn't. To each his own. But
they put him on that. They put him on a pedestal. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like we okay with the white people that we pedestalize, but you other white women, you can't come over here and take our men. We don't. But if it's a white one, because you think about all these celebrities, you think about Kobe Bryant, white's not black. You know what I mean?
What's her ethnicity? Do you know?
I guess some people. I want to say she, Hispanic. Probably.
I don't know. We have to look it up. I'm researching.
Well, like you got all these people who are married outside of their race. Patrick Beverly, another NBA player, white as they come, blonde, light, hot blonde hair, everything. Like it's very unique to me the way that we look at interracial dating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's a very unique topic. And it's very unique to see I like the comments. One dude said he feels that it's because black men have to go into protection mode. And then another person said how to help him, make sure they see you giving him honor and respect that they deny him. You send out a silent message as why he's there, you'll win by attrition.
And see, he has to be confident in his decision that he's choosing to date a white woman too. So that right there tells me that he's not if it bothers him that much, then he's not confident in his decision to date white women publicly.
And that's what I would say too, because that's not something that never crossed my mind. Like I never walked in a public place caring about who was staring. Like I don't think I ever that was ever a thing for me. So like
now I'll keep it out. I'll see you staring. And honestly, I want to tell you, take a picture because it'll last longer. But you know what I'm saying? It's just
it's a lot of black dudes dating white women though, and he come here though. It's a lot of them out there dating.
But it's and just like we tell the LGBTQ community to love who you love, you gotta love who you love. You know what I'm saying? And if that's your forte, then that's your forte. You know, it is what it is. That's how I feel about it.
That is true.
You know,
that is true.
Look at JD Vance. He's not dating within his race.
But see, nobody don't even want to talk about that. That goes
they
don't. That goes over people's head right there. Yeah. That goes all over people. That's a very good example. Very good example.
Yeah. So it's like, and it's a tough subject, but people just need to mind their own business. If you have reservations about me dating outside my race, then that's something that you got to deal with, not me, because I'm happy doing what I'm doing. So why would you let me ruffle your feathers just because I'm dating outside my race? You know, that's how I feel about it. My business.
But I do want to bring this topic back up with you. I want to bring this topic back up with you because you were very interested about this topic in the chat. So I'm going to bring it back up. This is the gentleman who talked about the one man, 20 chances.
Oh yeah.
20 chances.
We'll talk about that again.
Yeah. So I'm a let's see here. 1 versus 20. And then 20 versus 1. And then I got one more thing. How much time you got today?
I'm good for right now.
Because I do want to show that other video.
The house is still quiet.
Okay. I want to show that video of this woman who probably in her 50s acting like she's 10 in that Pop Balloon, Houston.
Oh goodness. Oh yeah, okay.
So see here.
Notice this pattern with women coming in and out of relationships, and most of them are always the ones that's initiating the breakup. And a lot of times it's about cheating. And I'm saying, wait a minute. And I'm talking to them one-on-one. And I'll say things like, wait, let me get this straight. You don't want the man that most women don't want and ignore. You don't want to date women. You don't want to stay by yourself. You only want to date the men that all other women are also attracted to and want. And you keep leaving him every time he does the thing that attracted you, which is messing around with other women. And I asked them this simple question. If you had to choose between one man and giving him 20 choices or 20 men and giving them one chance, which would you choose? Woman after woman after woman. I don't tolerate cheating. First or second time, I'm done. And then my argument is, wait a minute, that's how you're building the body count. That's how people like Pearl and people in Black Pill are calling y'all whores and all this other stuff. It's actually because you want the freedom to choose and you want the freedom to leave, but you don't want to deal with the consequences that comes with constantly going from man to man to man. You don't want to deal with the labels. You don't want to deal with the stigma. You don't want to deal with the judgment. I noticed this.
So what are your thoughts on that? Because I thought that was the best way to ever get it articulated, because men always bring up the cheating aspect. So it's like, and women, why it always got to be cheating? And you try to make up some other reason why the woman leaves. But I think the second to that would be DV. That's not a good one. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, but what was your thoughts about that? First of all, would you take one man and give him 20 chances, or would you take 20 men and give him one chance?
To answer that, one man, 20 chances. But instead of it being 20 chances, I would say until I'm fed up. Because
so
there's only,
So 20 could be 3.
It could. I believe in chances, but if your behavior doesn't change, then how do you even respect me? If your behavior,
So do women? This is gonna sound stupid coming from me. I know people are gonna be like, man, when I cut this up, like, what are you talking about? Do women really think men cheat to be disrespectful?
Oh goodness.
No, I'm asking a question because I want to know how women think. Like, do women really think men cheat to be disrespectful?
No, it's not cheating to be disrespectful. I understand that probably you're stepping outside because you're not being fulfilled in what we got going on. So you choose to step outside or choose to explore your options. But that's being disrespectful to the bond that we're supposed to have, to me. If you're choosing to step outside the relationship, because we're supposed to have a bond together. So if you're choosing to bring other people in what we should have together, then that's being disrespectful to our relationship. And what are we doing is what my question would be. And unless an open relationship or a possibility of having multiple partners later on down the line was discussed first in the first part of our relationship, then I'm thinking it's going to be monogamy. So unless that's something you desire and we're not having this initial conversation about what kind of relationship you want to have or what kind of relationship you desire, then the infidelity starts to come in and, appear. Then to me thinking that it's going to be anonymous, you're disrespecting our not anonymous, monogamous. You're disrespecting our monogamous relationship that I thought that we would have, because you chose not to have that conversation with me that you would like to have multiple women, or you would like to explore your options from time to time. If men were more honest with women, or no, I'm not gonna say honest, transparent with women, I think they would get what they want most of the time, rather than and not have so many headaches when it comes to having multiple women in their relationship or desiring multiple women. There's gonna be few women who will say, yes, go ahead, do what you gotta do. It is, because most women desire monogamy.
What's the difference between a woman who never found out and they were happily married for the rest of their life? What's the difference? Like, what's real outside of a man getting caught? If that man was taking care of home, y'all did all the same things. He never took away time. He was never doing any. Like, what really matters at the end of the day? Like, you gotta think about it. If a man, just like a woman, you know, like Classic said, is women who cheat and men just we don't look into things, so we never know.
So y'all
So
never know.
like, what really affects anything? I feel like that's almost like a moral compass thing that you have to.
It is, and my thing is, if you decide to do that, personally, I don't want to know. Don't let me find out. The world's gonna know that we're married, so don't disrespect our family. To me, that's disrespecting our family.
Yeah.
You know, if you decide to step and be messy with it, and then this woman, that woman, and this, to me, if that's something you're gonna do, I don't want it. I don't want to know about it. As long as I'm not lacking, the house is taken care of.
Record what she said.
As long as everything is taken care of, and I'm not lacking, and I don't know nothing about it, and our family name is still intact without any tarnishments on it,
Everybody record.
what I don't know won't hurt me.
Record Soft Rain. You can take it to your side chick, be like, hey, this is what she said. Now, are you willing to abide by these rules? If not, I can't. Hey.
Now,
gotta have some NDAs and stuff.
NDAs, yeah. What I mean, do I want you out there? Absolutely not. No, I don't want nobody else touching on or experiencing what I get at home. So no. I mean,
I just thought it was a very interesting, because I would take 20 women one chance.
Also,
that's what I would do. I would take 20 women one chance.
I can't.
Just because of because you know, for a man, if a man gets cheated on, I feel like there's no coming back for that.
So how is it that a woman gets cheated on and is coming back from? How can you come back from a woman? What's the difference between a man cheating and a woman cheating?
Well, it's going to be the cliche answer that y'all don't like, but women are emotional creatures. I know your girl, Jess, on y'all women's panel said that women more savage than, you know.
We are more savage.
That's probably less than 1%.
If a woman chooses to keep emotions out of it, then she will.
But I don't think no woman. Do you think women really meet men with no emotions?
It's a possibility. It depends on her motives.
Even
it depends on a woman would choose to either play or stay. If she has it in her mind, oh, I'm just playing the field. I just want to see what's going on. But see, that's when body count comes in too. So, what? Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm listening. I'm really listening.
A woman can choose whether to play or stay.
That's crazy.
Just like your men choose whether to play or stay.
That's so crazy.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's crazy that women can do the same thing that men do. That's what's crazy. Is that what it is?
Crazy.
Right. Because we can.
So I feel like if women have that same ability, why is there not more understanding or more empathy in that? Like, why are women so?
Because men are not transparent.
Yeah, but a woman's never transparent about that. We only talking about these topics because we're online and create content. I don't hear women sit around with men.
If we were more transparent with each other, the world would be a happier place.
I think it'll be even more people single.
It's possible. Yeah,
a
lot more people are single nowadays, anyways, than before social media, because social media has ruined everything.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true.
Societal expectations are going out the door. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah. Well, life was so simple back then, too.
It was. It still is. It still can be. But social media has made it tough.
Yeah, but I think the primal likeness, I don't know how I want to put it. Like, I feel like back in the day, like cavemen days, like that woman just understood. She just understood her role. She understood that caveman is going to go out here, kill this food, bring it home to the family. But I'm sure caveman, probably while he was on his venture, he probably seen some other cave women and
I don't think he did.
You don't think he did?
Absolutely no, because the other women had other cave men already.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I don't know, man, but I would definitely take 20 women, one chance, just for variety.
Variety. Oh goodness.
But that's very interesting. Like, I think it's a very interesting
What are your
topic.
deal breakers? What are your like? No, I can never be with you now. What are those?
What are my deal breakers?
Like what if your significant other what would be something you like? No, I cannot do this anymore. You did this, and I can never be with you again. And y'all been together for some couple of years.
It probably would just be either. It'll probably be cheating for sure. And then probably just somebody who's like verbally abusive.
Okay. Have you
Because
ever had that before?
yeah. I don't think a lot of men talk about that. A lot of these women are very get even. And it's like I always tell women this. This might be a gem for y'all to take, whoever watch it. I always tell women this is that, let's say that man stepped out and he cheated on you. From the moment you figure out that happened, you need to somehow be able to consciously decide, are you going to stay or are you going to go? Because that next conversation that you're going to have with that man has to align with your behavior.
Okay.
Because a lot of women would say things. This is why I feel like men feel like women are in a safe space too, because it all goes together. It's like, I tell this person my deep and darkest secrets, but the moment I make a mistake to hurt them or make a decision, I won't say a mistake, you make a decision to hurt them, they then utilize everything against you that you once told them. And I feel that like one hurt is not greater than the other hurt. You cheating on a person is no different than that person assaulting you verbally. Calling a man out of his name and stuff. Men don't forget stuff like that. Like, men do not forget any moments where you downplay them or you discount what they provide. Like, men don't forget those things, and those things hit hard to the core, like real hard to the core. Like, anything, telling them they sex is whack, like anything you say to try to like get under his skin just because he hurt you. And that's what I always tell women, is like, I think it'd almost be best, like, if you catch your partner cheating, you probably should take a couple days
to reflect.
Like, I would take a couple days, and I would even say, you might want to say, hey, babe, I got to go out of town for work or something. Maybe you should get a whole, like, or if, let's say you caught him cheating, and you should be like, hey, babe, I think you should get a hotel for the next 2 nights. I need some time. This is the information I got. I don't know what I want to do right now, but I feel like we'll be better off if we get some space. I think people really should start. And I know this stuff sounds like doesn't sound realistic to people, but I feel now at our ages, as we get older, we should also be like emotionally intelligent enough to be able to hold our emotions back and like articulate, like, hey, at this moment, I feel like you're cheating on me. I've received some information. I need time to take
really talk.
Yeah, I feel I need time to take this information in. Can you go stay with your father, or do whatever you got to do so that I can process this stuff, and we'll find a time and a place to talk, And I think the talk should never be at home. I think when people have serious problems, you should talk in a outside location around other people.
Yeah, because that'll keep your
hopefully
down here. Hopefully keep it down here.
Hopefully,
yeah.
But I really feel like you should get out of the home, and it takes a lot of the emotional aspects out of it. Because especially like, let's say that man cheated in your house. Now you're having this talk in the same house that just, what I mean? So it's a lot to it. But yeah, I would say, I would say probably but you know what? I would take verbal disrespect. To me, is higher than you cheating on me.
Yeah.
I think verbal disrespect is something that you've been holding in.
Because that's how you really see me.
Yeah. That you really see me that way, and you finally found a reason to be able to express to me why you feel that way.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a big. I think we don't talk about that enough. Like we do not talk. Like even with interracial dating. Like when I hear black women talk about black men who date white women, why do you think that man would even try to go back and try to date his own? You just called him weak. You said that he wants to be part of the white community. Like you're insulting the black man, but then somehow think that if the white woman don't work out, he should go back to you.
Yeah.
You already set a precedence that you don't accept me for who I am.
Right.
So like, why would I go back to you like that? So I feel like words, man. I think words might.
Words are tough. They hurt.
Yeah, I think words.
They hurt. They heal. They love. All of that. All those emotions.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
words might hurt worse than cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's the act. Because just like I tell people, I tell you, especially younger guys, you know, like I don't understand like when younger guys get caught cheating and then like they girls see all the text messages and like you done told this girl we're gonna have a baby, you know, we're gonna get like you building a whole nother life.
That's where these men get caught up when they do.
Yeah,
because it's like why, and that's what hurts worse. Honestly, that's what hurt me worse in my past relationship where I was cheated on, is the fact that not only we're supposed to be building this, you know, we're supposed to be building this life together. You're telling this woman that y'all gonna have a baby. I'm pregnant. You're telling this woman that you're gonna move to her town and y'all gonna build a house. And you're telling this other woman that you got her a ring. You're telling this other woman, you know, and that hurt worse than honestly just the actual act of him being with somebody else. It's the fact that so do you really want me in that way? Why are you telling, if you do, then why are you telling all these other women that you want to be with them in that way as well? So how do you really see me? And what are we really doing? So that if a man cheats and it's just physical, that man should not be building any kind of relationship with any other female.
Yeah.
You know, it's that hurts worse than the act itself.
Yeah.
Is the fact that you're building a relationship with somebody else.
Like you'll see cats wilding out over the other chick too. Like bro, this is your main thing, and you trying to protect her. Like just let her go.
Right.
Like let her go. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we're gonna. I do want to do this one last thing while we have this soft rain here. You gotta get used to your new name. I know. I feel this is the issue right here in the dating community.
The issue is it's poop in the dating pool.
I'm gonna show you it ain't poop in the dating pool.
Oh,
it's some bad dog owners in the dating pool. Let's see here. Let's get her. This lady.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's get this lady on the stage here. So I don't know if any of y'all are seeing this, but this is like a pop the balloon edition in Houston, Texas. This lady can't be short of 50. I might be giving her some years back.
I think she said she was 50. I forget. Anyway, she'll tell it. Yeah.
We're gonna watch this. You guys gotta watch this lady all the way through. This is what men are going through right here. This is the most realistic view of what I think men experience every day.
Maybe a provider. Maybe a baby daddy. No. Baby daddy is crazy. I'm just joking, husband.
Started off wrong. The young lady had to be like, baby daddy, that's wild. Like, and I'm gonna tell you this, ladies, I'm gonna let it play. Act your age. It's okay to be 40. It's okay to be 45. It's okay to be 50. You do not have to dress like the 20-year-old. You don't got to do your hair like the 20-year-old. You shouldn't be talking. Y'all shouldn't even have the same lingo. Like, this stuff is crazy.
And what is a fun fact about you? I'm funny and I rap. You're a rapper? Yeah, Thug Diva. Y'all know. Google me. Let those men know about that. Good luck to you out there. Thank you. See you later.
Hey man, y'all see what's going down in Houston, man. Make sure y'all smash that subscribe button, man. We on tour with it. Tour stop number 8, man. So let's bring out our next lady, y'all. Let's make some noise for her. Here you go, here you go. I know how you come right here. Face the camera for me.
Okay.
Give your name and age and what you do for a living.
My name is Chrissy, and I'm a fashion stylist.
Okay, all right. And what you looking for in a man or relationship?
I'm looking for a genuine guy that is a good provider and knows that has a mother and a dad. You know.
You got a mama and a daddy?
Yeah, that grew up with your mom or your dad. I don't want any crack daddy babies here.
Both my parents in the military.
Okay, that's good. So I just
So if your
want
mama
that.
died when you was young, or your daddy died, you know what I mean?
I respect that. I'll give you a good hug.
Look, give him a little grace, you know?
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm very sensitive to those type of
Is she
things.
married?
I have a heart. Okay, so I'm not gonna be all, But I just don't want a guy that's, grew up with a crack mother or stuff like that, because then he's dealing with a lot of issues that I don't think I want to deal with, because I grew up with a mom and a dad. I'm a daddy's girl, so I kind of want a guy that has that same type of, structure.
For sure. What's some deal breakers for you?
Pardon me?
Deal breakers.
I just really hate sassy guys. I just hate guys that are like feminine. I like really manly men. Just really living your alpha male. I love that.
Touche. All right, so look like we just had one balloon pop, so I'm gonna come in between y'all right here. I'm gonna have you come down.
Okay.
Go ahead and give your name and age. What's the reason you probably alone? I'm gonna have you stand right here for me.
Okay.
I'm Kendrick. I'm 34, but you like my fine ass auntie. I ain't gonna lie, so I can't do with it.
That's cool. You look like my little baby brother. Yeah.
So this ain't nobody your type or nobody.
No, he has the Versace on his glasses. It's a dead giveaway.
What you mean? The Versace on his glasses? What you mean?
Versace don't put them on the lens, so it's a little weird.
That's what I said about them swap meet earrings you got in your ear.
No, these are not swap meet. This is what I said about sassy dudes. You know what I'm saying? These are what you call Valentino, and they're not swap meet, sweetie.
If you know anything about designer,
I do.
And it does put Versace on there, and it's made in Italy. No, all tops. It's made in Italy. But
I don't know.
I understand you got to.
When you keep it, it's just like having a tag hanging out of your jacket. Like who does that? Scrape it off.
And the main thing though, I ain't gonna lie though, you very beautiful. You got some beautiful eyes, but I don't like women with the.
What?
What is that, bro?
I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what to call it.
Some up, some down. Baby hair is real hair going backward.
Nah, it just look like I can tell.
Damn, what the heck? I was like, you got some fire.
It's not a lace front. These are my real baby hairs. Yes, that's why you're off. This is a problem with sassy men. You're off, buddy. These are my hairs. I don't have a lace front. See how you don't know?
You're right.
You see what I'm saying? These are my baby hairs. You know what I'm saying? See how you're off? See what I'm saying, little sassy little girl? That's what I'm saying. It's okay. I'm good.
Y'all remember the lady out for Friday?
All right. We gonna come. We gonna come down here. Come on, let's come down here. Come on, you gonna come down here. Get your name and age. Hold on, stand right here though. Stand next to me.
And that's the Yanti. You know what I mean?
But how are you ever gonna find somebody, mommy, if your preconceived notion is disrespect? Like you come off disrespectful based off.
How did I disrespect you? Are you joking?
Nah, you disrespect cuz you talking about his glasses.
I said he came first and I came second.
Nah, he just said he wasn't interested in
babe,
you.
Listen.
What I'm saying is women don't have to think just because we're not interested in them that
It's
we're clowning
okay.
them. We're not
It's okay.
clowning you. Maybe we just don't.
It's okay. And I'm not interested in you. Herringbone and silver and the two-tone fake AP watch. I hate that. It's great.
So this is what she continued to do for about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes, she chose to insult every man that had something to say. And I felt like this was the perfect problem. This is what most men are encountering right here. This is what most men are encountering on a day-to-day basis. Like this lady is literally like probably 50 years old. And it looks like she had a wedding ring on.
To me, it is.
I know they asked her that later on, but she said she made some comment, but I don't understand the back and forth. And like old boy said, why is it okay to like not just be able to take that? I'm not interested in you. Because this goes back to what y'all queens of the panel was talking about. Y'all were saying that saying no to a man, that man now becomes like very violent or stalkerish or whatever. But it looks like women actually have more of the comeback. He just said, hey, no, you're not my type. He even gave her a comment. He said he's like a little fine auntie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He went into his Versace shades. Like, it's crazy. So what are your thoughts, April? What's up, Uncle Plug in the building?
Uncle Plug. Hey.
What's up, man? New wall. He got that new wall, y'all. He got that studio coming
I was
in.
working, bro. I was working.
He got that studio coming in. Hey, that look good, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. It's midnight fig.
Midnight fig.
Fig.
All right then.
So is it black or not? Is it like a dark?
It's like a dark blue, like a navy blue.
Okay.
Navy blue. I have to put the light on it. Let me put the light on it. Hold on 1 second. Put the light on it. It's like a
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna pick it out myself. You know what I mean? How y'all doing, man?
We good.
We're doing good. I brought April came up on the interracial dating video I did. I think it was before this one, and then now balloon pop. This actually happened in Houston about this lady. So I just wanted to hear April thoughts, and you can give your thoughts on what you. And I do want to get your thoughts on. I want to go back because I want to hear Plus thoughts on the. Have you heard about the all white community?
The all white community. Yeah, talking about keep people out.
Yeah, so we'll go back to that. Back to that. Go ahead, April.
Nah, it was hard to listen to her because everything was about a label. First of all, well, we saw the ring. She does seem older. I think she's pushing 50, if not already 50. And she was so hard on those young guys and talking about them being sassy. They were just expressing their opinion, and she doesn't know how to take criticism, so people have their preferences. And if they don't want an older woman, they don't want an older woman. And she's sassy herself.
Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah, so I don't know what she was looking for a provider. That's the first thing that came out of her mouth. So I don't know.
They say provider. I say provide. They say provider.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand that. I'd be like, I would look for a partner, somebody to help me share the load. But when you say provider, you're trying to be provided for, and that's not how this thing works. It works when you're pulling together. You know what I'm saying? It's never 60, 40, 70, 30. It's always 50, 50, 100, 100.
Yep.
Everybody's sharing their end at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know, man. This dating world is absolutely crazy. And when it comes to, the only thing that's being shown is African Americans, showing black folks. You know what I mean? It's like this nigger net, like what Tyler Perry has said. It's so, I hate that it's always a men versus women.
Yeah.
And there's never no one talking about a true partnership. There's no, understanding and compromise communication between siblings, between family members, between partners. And it's just lacking, man. It's really lacking. It's no understanding. Everybody, it's like everybody's on both spectrums. It's like I was speaking to my sister this morning, and it was like, it's like you have your points, I have my points, but in between these points, everybody has to inch in and give away. And it's not so much of a complete compromise. It's not as much of a complete compromise whenever it's just complete. And it's just understanding. It's just understanding. And it's lacking. And it's really
It's give and take too.
But Plug, I think it's also, it goes back to kind of like what my interlude today was about, like talking about the game of spades. I feel that our community and the white, like, I feel like we playing spades, but we're playing the wrong way. Like I look at the other cultures as they're talking across the table right in front of you. Like, hey nigga, I got 5 and a possible. Like they said it right. I got 8. They're talking right in front of you. They don't care. And then we as the black culture, we're keeping our cards to our chest. We're very secretive. We're going blind all the time. Like that's really the issue in everything we're doing: dating, relationships, society, political. I feel that we only get loud when it's towards each other.
Right.
Like I was showing at the beginning of the show today, I was showing things like Ryan Clark and Cam Newton and when Gilly the Kid went at Cam Newton. Like y'all are so loud towards each other. But then y'all don't have, because you gotta think about Gilly the Kid, a perfect example, right? Say what you want, he's doing a good job, but y'all work for somebody who most people in society feel is racist. Dave Portnoy from Barstool. People feel like he's your typical white guy, you know what I mean? But he cut y'all this check, and you.
But is he?
Huh?
But is he?
Is he racist?
I say, but is he?
I don't know, man. Like when you hear his story and you hear a lot of people speak, I think it can go.
When I think of him being racist, but he actually opened up that business opportunity for 2 black guys. I'm like, back in the day when racist was, there was no inclusion whatsoever. It's can I speak my mind without you saying that I'm racist? Can I speak my mind and have my own opinion without you? Even when it comes to that white, like even the other video that we was watching the other night, and the guy was trying to be so respectful because of the blowback. Why is there blowback? Why is there blowback? Let this man speak his mind on how he feel, and let's go off the message. Not saying about him, because that's what totally got mishandled with Cam Newton. His only thing that he was trying to do was in this space, in this pocket that we're in between when the NBA season ends and before football season begins, there's nothing. And he said, only thing I want us to do is get back to debating sports again. And everybody just went off the hinges.
Yeah.
Off the hinges, man. And it's like, bro, can I please say what I say without it being a personal attack on me?
But I think I think it goes back to Plug is like I was saying too. I feel like we have a content battlefield. Like I feel like content has become the new warfield, like the new battlefield. Like everybody will whether attack each other, which is okay to attack, but then nobody listens, right? Nobody's putting in the white flag, and then we allow people like Ryan Clark to say what he wants, but then come back with an apology every time.
Yeah,
like,
he did.
Every time.
And you have to, bro, you have to come back and clarify for the ones that's in the back. For the ones that's in the back.
But his statements should never been stated.
But he did. All right.
You see what I mean?
You're right. You're right in an extent.
He went personal when Cam was going stats.
But after the fact, before you go off the hinges for the network, you do what you do for the network. You catch what Cam was trying to say. Stephen A got the assignment.
Yeah.
But that's why Stephen A is #1 in his space.
Yeah.
And that will show like Not to say Ryan Clark is, oh, that's why you are where you are, because you're not, bro. You're very articulate. You're very, man, you're wonderful in this space. But everything that has to be said has to come with that. Just for the ones in the back. I get it. Even when he was coming at Cam, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Now Petty Cam came, I was like, you was second team in SEC. Can't relate.
Yeah.
You was undrafted, can't relate. And I understand it. Now, I'm here for it all, but I understand. I understand exactly what they're doing. I get it. I
get the play, but I feel that I get the play, but I also feel that they want to push Cam Newton out. Cam Newton is more of a threat to them than anything. Because Cam actually speaks sport. Like, people don't, to me, Ryan Clark is not good at what he does. Like, to me, Ryan Clark does not impress me. To me, Ryan Clark sounds like a black version of Dan Orlovsky. He doesn't have any substance to what he's providing you. And everything that goes viral for him is him against his own people.
Yeah. You
have not heard one comment. He even backpedaled talking about Josh Allen last year.
Mm-hmm.
They compared the two shows. He backpedaled. Like, he's a Dan Orlovsky. He's a black version of Dan Orlovsky, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, they give you what they give you, but I feel like, and then he also piggybacked off the failure of Brandon Marshall. See, Brandon Marshall fumbled the ball with Freddie and Shannon.
Yeah, he really did.
Brandon Marshall put the blueprint up for Ryan Clark.
Yeah, but still, man, I don't never, man, I'm gonna tell you something. There's a lot of people in the space that I would love to, you know, rub elbows with. Yeah. And my opinion might change when I meet you face to face. I might meet you face to face, Brandon Marshall. But you are one of the guys, man, that I'm gonna tell you why it irks me, bro. Because I'm real big on this, and this for you too, April. And if ever we're in a space and we're sharing a space, you know what I mean? And you happen to choose the bag over me, I'm never gonna look at you the same. When you choose the bag over the relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would freely, if someone said, well, Norris, we got this deal on the table, you know what I'm saying? And he just happened to call me and be like, I'm gonna share this with my dog and put me on speaker. Just that. We ain't gotta have a conversation. Just take it.
Yeah.
And say, well, we're gonna give you X amount if you don't do the pod with Uncle Plug anymore. I am going to hang up. No. I'm literally going to hang up, and I'm going to tell you, just for you doing that, just that one gesture, you have to sit back and say, hey, dog, they just offered such and such, but man, they say I can't do the pod with you. I'm going to hang up, and I'm going to say, my nigga, you better take that shit. Because there's that gesture, you put me in the meeting.
Yeah.
And doing that, let me know that you care about me. Now, I'm going to give you. Yeah. Man, I don't even want you to sit back and have to debate this shit. I want you to ponder and go through your. But if you did this underhandedly, when he did what he did, he went off and had a meeting. Yeah, he said, I called him, boy, this, that, and the third. I'm not having this meeting without you. Because if I have to be him to get that, I am not going to go. Because it's lonely at the top. You know why it's lonely at the top? Because you did some sucker shit to get there.
He having a hard time. He having a hard time.
Like bro.
He could barely get into the space.
That's the universe.
Yeah.
That's the universe, bro. The universe is gonna punish you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, most people that just can't get a relationship right, they can't get a relationship right is because of the things that they have done in prior relationships that causes
Absolutely.
that causes the karma and
Mhm.
the ill will going forward. I remember when I went through my trial, I had accumulated so much, just accumulated so much. I'm not going into detail, just saying like just surround sound systems and televisions and PS3s. And I accumulated so many things, just knickknacks by doing what I was doing, that everything just started to go away because I couldn't go into my new life with ill-gotten goods.
Yeah. That's deep.
And he and God put that play in motion for me. Like you ain't going into your new life with this old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could probably put it in the living room, in the bedroom. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. You could do all this, that, and the third. Yeah, you could use this and sell that and make some money, this and that, and the third, and fund this. Yeah. But it's still something being funded from an ill-gotten good from the beginning. And most people don't understand that. They don't understand how God is the all and everything else is karmic and cosmic forces.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most people don't believe in the numerology, and most people don't believe in astrology, and they don't believe in that. But all of that ties into this wonderful life in which we live. So your gives and your takes it means something. You know what I'm saying? Like my blessing will come because I said, no, dog, ain't gonna get in the way of your blessing.
Yeah.
So I ain't gotta put you in any conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying? Me being understanding. And that's where people get it wrong at. And that's why their relationship fail, because they're choosing other things over that person.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather suffer and be happy than win and be miserable.
Oh, absolutely.
That's okay.
You gotta pick happiness over everything.
You would rather suffer and be happy.
Yeah. I would rather not have I would rather not have the finer things and be happy.
Gotcha.
Than to have it all and be miserable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because
$1 million and be miserable and lonely, or $500,000 and be happy.
Yeah.
But do you feel like that's the issue with society though, Plug?
I think everybody's putting everything on what they make, how they make.
Yeah.
Because everybody's talking about, like she said, I'm looking for a provider. You're like, well, what you making, baby? What if I came to the table and said, all right, how much you making annually? You saw me, you like me, you see my swag, you know what I'm saying? You see that chestnut brown, you know what I'm talking about? I walk up to you, you know what I'm saying? The grades all in the build, you know what I'm saying? But I'm smooth with it, you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking to you, see the smile, you know what I'm talking about? And you like that. You like that. Mm-hmm. And I come up to the table and say, okay, so what you make annually? Because I make such and such, and I need to see if you can compliment that. You're like, what that got to do with anything? I'm just trying. Yeah. That's what you sound like when you say I'm looking for a provider instead of a partner. You got to choose your words wisely, baby. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because just because that's my role, don't mean that's our role. Because we should be one. We're coming in together. So even with a friendship, man, you know, man, everybody coming in with the wrong mentality, man. They got the wrong information. And
you shouldn't. What can you do for me instead of what can we do for each other? How can we build together?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you deal with the fact that your man's not thoughtful? You know what I'm saying? That he doesn't plan for certain special occasions. Can you deal with that and still feel like, you know, the other 362? You know what I mean? That the birthday, the Valentine's Day, and this and that. Like, can you still deal with the 362 that he is present and counted for, home every night, providing, you know what I'm saying, making sure that you're okay. And then, you know, a special occasion comes around and he may fumble the ball. Is that a end all?
Compromise.
You finna sacrifice all them 300 days for that bullshit there?
Mm-hmm.
Pick and choose your battles.
You have to.
But what you saying there, Plug, I'm gonna play these two little. Because I want you to hear both though before you answer it. Because like I was doing some research and like, because that's what like it really it's a lot of stuff that happened this week that kind of like caught my eye. I'm talking about like I had so many different ways I wanted to like approach today. Spades came in my head. United we stand, divided we fall came in my head. Like I see so much going on in the world, from like sports content to just society to dating to like everything that we got going on. And it's almost like people forget that there's nothing new under the sun. Like just because somebody did something doesn't mean that the other person didn't do it. So I want you to see the beginning of this. I'm gonna show this one, and I'm gonna show you the other side. And I want you to kind of compare and contrast, like what are you seeing from this? So this is the it's like the first 2 minutes of this is the whites only community that they're building in Arkansas. So this happened this week, it's been viral. So let me see.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, you know, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites only place.
White American culture.
Over the last year and a half, high up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, leveling the land, building houses. They call it an intentional community based around shared ancestry, a long-winded way of saying something really quite simple.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
It's called Return to the Land, and they invited me in.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
A seemingly bucolic and sometimes surreal experience. But this is built on a radical modern premise, made possible because of a new political and technological moment. One with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own, for generations to come.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
But in this southern US state, people who have lived through segregation once fear it is returning.
When you hear things like that, it causes you to be fearful. And you don't know who to trust.
Its founder says he is building a fortress for the white race.
It's a racial association. I kind of want to ask you, you know, after seeing this, do you think what we're doing is immoral?
So that's that, but then I want you to compare it to this.
That is the sound of freedom. A lush and rugged expanse about 130 miles south of Atlanta, just shy of 97 acres. It's undeveloped, unincorporated, and it has new owners.
It feels amazing. It feels really amazing. I cry every time I come here.
Renee Walters is one of them. She's president of the Freedom Georgia Initiative. It's a collective of 19 Black families who recently bought this land. This dream all started a few weeks ago during Renee's typical morning call with her friend Ashley Scott.
She said, Ashley, did you see the article about Toomsboro for sale?
It turns out that the entire small town was never for sale, just a bundle of a few dozen homes and buildings. So Ashley, a real estate agent, looked for listings in the area and found one for this.
And it was just such a beautiful piece of land. It was affordable, and it just made sense that we could create something that would be amazing for our families.
Why were these two women interested in the prospect of buying a town in the first place?
It really was when we saw what happened with Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and the protests. We both have Black husbands, we both have Black sons, and I was starting to get overwhelmed and have a sense of anxiety when my husband would leave the house to go to work. So watching our people protesting in the streets, while it is important, and I want people to stay out in the streets, bringing attention to the injustices of Black people, we needed to create a space and a place where we could be a village again, a tribe again.
Oh, the butterfly. So Renee and Ashley reached out to family and friends, and together they bought what they intend to name Freedom, Georgia, a new Black city.
We don't intend for it to be exclusively Black, but we do intend for it to be pro-Black in every way.
Jessica Gordon-Amard is an economist and an expert on Black collectives.
I've found tremendous benefits to individuals, families, and the communities that are involved in it, including, the economic stability and prosperity, but also leadership development, social capital development, other kinds of human capital development. And so it's really a win-win for everybody involved to be involved.
So this actually happened, this Freedom Georgia actually happened during the pandemic. So it was like 2021, and then you have what's going on today. So what is your thoughts on that?
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm glad you just came back. I'm gonna say this. Now you're gonna be shocked. So be it. I wanted a whole state. And I wanted to have like their own constitution. So when somebody come in and bring that malarkey to your state, you execute them with extreme prejudice. If that's where the people of Arkansas, if that's how they feel, they've been watching and getting glimpses of the nigger net, and they understand that. By all means, live and grow and do whatever y'all want to do out there. And for Freedom, Georgia, if that's what y'all want to do, I would just say, you say you don't want to make it predominantly Black, but make it Black. Make it Black. Don't be apologetic about it. You want to make it Black all the way through. If Puerto Ricans and Dominicans want to take them a whole state and make it all Dominican, Puerto Rican, do it. This is the land of the free and home of the brave. If that's what you want to do, by all means, do it. If that's how you feel that culture can survive, by all means, do it, and keep all the riffraff out. And if they violate this in any way, if they break into somebody's house or do a home invasion, eradicate them with extreme prejudice and keep everything safe so people can grow and live and be. You know what I mean? By all means, it just is what it is. I'm not in disagreement for it at all. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what they feel like they want to do, and everybody has bought in, and that's exactly how they want to grow, build, and get away from the political and technological situations of it all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if that's what y'all want to do to keep your kids safe and your family safe and live off the land, or however y'all want to do it, create your own community, by all means, please do it. Because at the end of the day, the world is getting out of hand. The youth has become a godless, thoughtless, village of ignorance. You know what I mean? And just these past couple months, man, it showed me how important I am.
Yeah.
That's me being a man, not having biological children, but I have guys that I have raised up under my tutelage, with mistakes that I've made as a man becoming the man that I am today. You know what I mean? And I've seen the results of that and how important that is. And if I could just enclose them into, and keep them from the outside, influence, and keep them directed on the path in which I want them to go, you never know. And if I had like 20 other gentlemen that was just like me, and maybe even 100 that thought just like me, just like Norris, that could, guide and direct these young men in the way that they can go, you know, I would definitely love that. I would definitely love that because I believe that with 100 of us or even 1,000 of us just like this right here, and we directing 1,000 young men, we will have 2,000 men that will be moving in the right direction without a shadow of a doubt. So if that's what it takes to have them enclosed and cut off from the outside, let's run it.
But my thing, Plug, is I feel exactly like that. My whole first half of the show, I said exactly the same. It's just fun. That's what I was. It just all tied in because it's like, look at how the Freedom Georgia answered the questions compared to the whites only city. Whites are playing right in front of you. Like, this is what we want. This is why we want it. Call it what you want to call it. We don't care, but this is what we feel is best for us. And this is something I used to try to explain to people when I was still in the military a couple years ago. Was like, because when I was in DC, when George Floyd happened, they mandated all the commanders to talk to the African American people, like, because everybody was up in roar. And of course, we know what majority of the leadership is in the military, or Air Force in general, white. You know what I mean? So you got this white man trying to bring all us together at this base in the medical group and talk about race, and every black person was just knocking them down. And I literally stood up. I was only at this clinic for about 3 months at that time. I stood up and I was like, hey, y'all got to have some grace for the man. Like, this is a white man that y'all asking to talk about black issues. Like, he don't know. He ain't black. Like,
you know how hard that is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't get it. And it's like, but I also told people this, even a person who dates outside of their race, I tell people this all the time. You have to be exclusive if you're trying to make change. It is okay to say, hey, April, you are home, girl, but you can't come to this meeting, big dog. This is only for the black people. Like, and it's okay for April to say, hey, I'm gonna go to this white only meeting. It's okay. I don't understand why we as a community, as a culture, like, you should see the comments about this whites only city. And then if you even seen the video, the black lady like, oh, we're gonna go back. This makes me scared. You scared to go back to segregation? Like, that's what you think we're gonna get to? Like, if that's the fear, if that's the fear you have, I don't even want you in my corner. If that's the type of fear you have,
stay where you
can't
at
be around me. That wouldn't even happen.
And outside of just the riffraff or the ones that might commit crimes, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? Like, there is redemption after, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to go through something in order to get somewhere. You know, so there's redemption, but also the fear. That right there, that's a bad spirit to have. When something like this is being presented, you should feel comfortable.
Yes.
That's not being racist. That's being prepared.
Yep.
And that's being what they call it?
Proactive.
Proactive, yes, sir. That's being proactive. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, things have gotten out of hand. You know, it's saying ain't nothing new under the sun, but things have gotten out of hand. You know,
they
you
say history repeats itself too.
And I don't never see myself as a slave. But as long as most people can say whatever they like, but as long as you punch a clock, you're a slave. Because at the end of the day, they come in to get their cut. The extortion been real for years, for decades, for centuries. The extortion is real, and it is what it is. It's all about how you see things, and most people don't see things through a clear view.
It just shocked me though, Plug, because like, I'm like, man, we just did the same thing 4 years ago, like with the freedom. Like, that's what kills me about us. It's like, y'all see how quiet they be when y'all doing stuff, because they know it ain't gonna work.
They know it ain't gonna work.
They know it ain't gonna work. Y'all finna, because April was able to look up some stuff for me. They started selling off some of the land. They trying to make money off of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to it right quick. Hold on, let me see.
Like, they didn't even make anything out of it. So like, that's the thing I keep trying to tell people is like, these people could give you a blueprint and we just aren't willing to follow it. You know what I mean? And I also told them, Plug, I don't know a white group of people that done got together that was ended successful.
Mm-hmm.
Will you name me one of them cults that got together that ended successful?
Man, one of them.
That the leader didn't kill them off or unalive them. And like,
Yeah.
I never seen it. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know why we upset about these people creating a community out of their own money, out of their own hard work. If that's what they want to do, cool.
Man.
Okay, so this is just some information that's from their Facebook page. Okay, from their last post was a dirt road on January 25th. It's a picture of a dirt road. Okay, and somebody asked 11 weeks ago, "What's the latest?" Another person posted back, said it's defunct. They pretty much sold it all off. And somebody came back and said, "Well, what about the money they collected?" And let's see, it was just a cash grab. The land is now owned by Hodges Archie, which is with Black Achievement Fund, Inc. We need to look that up. I would bet everything have the land foreclosed sometime next year.
And I know how much time you got, Plug. I wanted you to see this one other thing real quick.
Yeah, I'm trying. Somebody trying to feed me.
Hold on one second.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's good life.
Good
life.
Yeah.
Somebody, why you looking that up, Norris? Somebody posted, "Where is the community located? Because we are here now and lost." And they gave the address. I read that the entire community is defunct and there's nothing there but flat land, and that's it. We were so disappointed.
No, you wasn't, because you wasn't there.
See,
what was that ministry called, April, earlier? Was it Trust Ministries?
Sue, hold on.
Straightway Ministries.
Straightway, yeah.
Yeah, you got to see this.
But before you started, I just want to say this, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you again. If your circumference don't get motivated by the little innuendos you be chunking, you think I ain't? Hey, listen. That was the first thing. What the first thing I said to you when I caught you?
Yep.
That
obsession. You gotta have it, man. We gotta have it.
I was on my way. Hey, I'm talking about. I got straight, bro. Look, you know how sometimes your boy say something, or you say something, and then you just sit back and you wait for something to move. Like soon as I seen it, like I went to Walmart last night, got the wrong paint. Like I seen it last night. And you know what I mean? Like I couldn't even like it because once you do it through the gram, they make you sign in again or whatever the case may be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I seen it last night. I had already went to Walmart and got the paint. Like I can show you the two receipts. I got Walmart and I got Sherman-Williams. And then boom, I said, man, I'm gonna make sure I make this happen. Boom, boom. And I went and did it because thank you, bro. See, I keep my vest on. I take the shot so I can see the bullet. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's only a bullet if you care about it. I tell people it's only a bullet if you care, man.
I care. I want to see the shot. I want to see the bullet sitting in the vest. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah. Even if it wasn't at me, I'm gonna take it like it was at me, and I'm gonna move like it was at me. Like, let's get to it. Come on, tighten up, Plug. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. It's you ever heard of Straightway Ministries?
No.
They created their own little pretty much city. They let everybody in, but these dudes had a lot of like allegations against them of like child abuse and neglect, and but they were on Jason Whitlock's show, and they started this living on their own land years ago. And trying to use biblical context.
Lafayette, Tennessee.
Let me show you one of the guys real quick before you get
use the Bible. Just do it if you want to do it, cuz.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Hey, you know how they do. So here goes old boy right here. So they do and everything.
We can't hear it.
I don't.
Let me start it.
There you go.
Do y'all believe in polygamy? I do, but it's not polygamy. It's called polygyny. The world does polygamy. A lot of people, the Bible doesn't speak about a man and a woman and a man, or man and man, or woman and woman. It does speak clearly that Abraham, the father of the faith, he had wives and concubines. Jacob had 4 wives, out of which come the 12 tribes of Israel. Moses, the custodian of the law, had 3 wives. David, the king of Israel, had 18 between wives and concubines. Of course, we all know about Solomon. But it actually has laws written in the Torah, written in the law of Yah, that actually regulates and sanctions a man having more than 1 wife.
So at this Straight Ray Ministries out in Tennessee, these guys, and he took a lot of ex-NFL players. When you get a chance, but I think you'll really like watching Jason Whitlock's show when he had him on, because he took Robert Mathis from the Colts. He took some other dude who changed his name. It's a long name, but you'll
Daniel
know.
Murr.
Yeah, he took a bunch of NFL players.
All these guys.
A lot of them lost their families. Like a lot of them left their families to go follow this guy, because he's a form of Israelites. I know all Israelites have different things. He's a form of an Israelite, but they built their own community years ago where like they house them families and wives, the churches out there. But it's called Straight Ray Ministries. And I was telling April earlier, man, Jason Whitlock has debunked and opened up a lot of cans about 3 to 4 years ago that people are just now paying attention to. I tell people, if you go back and watch Jason Whitlock from 3 or 4 years ago, I know a lot of people don't like him, his personality, or like him personally, but that dude been way ahead. He talked about Shannon Sharp years ago. He talked about the LGBT community, everything that's going on in the WNBA. Like, he debunked this stuff years ago, and it's very unique that like nobody's even paying homage to like this dude's been talking about this. But when we talk about relationship, people talk about Kevin Samuels. But like, you got a dude who's also talking about the world and the things we went through. He talked about it years ago. So, but when you get a chance, if you look him up, very interesting place.
Yeah, I've been on Jason for a little minute. A lot of
about on your show. What you talked about on your show today when you was live?
Oh man, I was everywhere, bro. I was everywhere. I'm at, you probably could tell, but I'm at such a little peace right now, man. I'm so chill right now. You know what I mean? I'm just making some breakthroughs, bro. I've just been making some breakthroughs, bro. Mostly with my little brother, you know what I'm saying, and my little sister, because like trying to help them navigate, you know, through this thing, man. It's crazy out here, man, and they starting to see it, man. They starting to see it, man. And I just, man, just put your trust in your brother, man. I'm trying to put you in position. You know what I'm saying? While I'm trying to put myself in position, man. You know, they think I'm doing it by myself, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't doing it by myself. It may seem that way. I ain't doing it by myself, man. This circumference, it runs deep, bro. It runs deep. You know what I mean? I just know how to decipher and discern between the information I'm being given, man. I'm real chill, bro. I'm real chill, man. I'm in my bag, man. Football season around the corner, man. Life finna get real good in these next couple months, man. I'm gonna be a happy cat, man. Chilling, man. I'm really chilling, man. I had y'all on the screen. I had y'all on the screen. If I turn the what's the name around, I was watching y'all on the screen, and you know what I mean. I was happy about this week. You know, even with the super chats. You know what I'm saying? Like that was when I called you that morning. That's what I wanted to say. Like, yeah, boy, you got it, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to hit you up. I was still looking for conversation with Soft Rain. I was like, man, it's
coming. It's coming, y'all. It's coming.
And I'm like, yeah, I like that. Hey, when y'all sent that to me, I was like, that is dope. Like, that is dope. Like, you know, you can slide it in and slide it out. You know what I mean?
Because my space is real small. It's compact, you know. So I had to do what I got to do. So
Yeah, so I was like, I said, that's dope. Like that idea was like just right, because I was like, I need to get that. So whenever I'm doing the what's the name, I could just slide that in and had a buck on the back. But I really, you know what I mean, I was focused on just the aesthetics of everything, because I was like, now I'm visible. Even me looking, that's why I was looking at it on the screen. Like, yeah, it's visible. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what's up. That's dope. And then I was like, the hair getting long. Man. Yeah. Is that Auburn? Is that Auburn? Is that
What, my
Auburn?
hair?
Yeah.
No, it's like I do the magentas, the rubies, the crimsons. Yeah.
That's
It's
like
hard
a
to
level.
see.
It's like a level 6. It's like a
Mhm.
level
5 and
6.
6
Right?
is really
Yeah.
I forgot Plug does. I think about him just from a cut
Well,
the
I
hair.
need to come out there and get a haircut.
I keep forgetting about that. They know everything about hair, not just like
I know you barber. Do you cut?
Barber
you cut us too?
stylist. Barber stylist.
Stylist?
I want to get in that line.
Can you give me an asymmetric bob?
I would have done that a few years ago, but you know, my past relationship, that was been a problem. I was already
Okay.
I was already being looked at like I was an infidel. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be out there doing what I ain't supposed to be doing. But I'm loyal though. I'm loyal, man. Solid, man. I pride myself on being such. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know
what you cooking up? What you cooking up, Noah?
I'm about to play this before we get all. Not play it. I'm gonna read it before, because I know we talk about it all the time, but I want us to like be able to see it every time, and it might be my goal to put it up every time, because I want people to understand like where we be coming from all this. This is the Habakkuk chapter 2. This is something I stand on, man. I think, and we're starting to see it. We all are starting to see it. April will start seeing it when she get her channel going. But I know a lot of people take stuff for granted when it comes to. Some people don't like worldly words, so I like to show people biblically. But manifestation does exist, y'all. Speaking what you want into existence does exist. I know a lot of people probably read the book The Secret and stuff like that, but all this stuff comes from the Bible. So Habakkuk chapter 2 right here, the Lord gives him an answer, and he gives him an answer. He said, then the Lord replied, write down the revelation, write down your plan, write down your goal. That's why vision boards are very, very, very important. I need to do one myself. I started and never finished it. I still got the board. Write down the revelation and make it plain on tablets. So he's showing you right there, vision boards are true, y'all. Make sure you write it down. Make sure you put it on tablets, your vision board, whatever you want that to be. Then he says, so that a herald, so you know we got to look up the words here these days. It says so, or what is that? Or so that whoever reads it. So you want to write it plain. So a Plug or April walk into your house, they should be able to see your vision, and it should be plain. So write it plain and run with it. A lot of people forget the run with it part. A lot of us feel like we need all the technology, we need all the cameras, we need all the lights, we need everything. I used to be that way until I just dove right into it. And then it said, for your revelations awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger. So he's telling you right now, even though you do a vision board, even though you write it plain, even though you have a plan, it's going to take time. He's telling you already. So when people say success doesn't happen overnight, it doesn't. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. And then he also, if you read it in the King James Version, he talks about tarrying. Tarrying is what he says in the King James Version, where it says run with it. So when you're supposed to tarry with something, it's telling you guys to actually run with it. Like, go do everything you need to do. He's putting all the other things into play. Like, it's no way, like, let's say if Plug would have just said and never painted his wall, it's no way that he could set the platform up for him if he didn't even believe it in himself.
Right.
You know, like a lot of people don't understand. Like a lot of people, you know, I got to get Plug in here now that we
just got chills.
You got, like, for real. I tell people, like,
Yeah.
stuff is so true that like we don't we don't think about these things. Like You got to do these things. Like, you got to literally do everything that you're saying do. Don't care. One person watching, 0 watching, 2 comments, 0 comments. The content is not for us. It's not even for the people who are going to consume it. This message right here is going to link somebody 20 years from now who ain't never looked at a Bible, who going to watch this probably because they see Shedeur Sanders on the cover art, or seen Uncle Plug on here, or seen Soft Rain once she explodes. People are going to watch things just because something brings their interest to it. So be patient. That's why I tell people I do things the slow way. Like, I don't care about no gimmicks, no nothing. I do everything in the right process, because you can't cheat the process. God is the process. God is the process. I tell people this all the time. Like, it don't matter what we try to do, he will shut the door right in your face. Like, he does not care. You know what I mean? What he say? Tell him what your plans are. He'll laugh at you.
Absolutely.
And the Habakkuk chapter 2, it's the shortest book, one of the shortest books you can read. It's only 3 chapters, y'all. You can go read it. But that's something I just wanted to talk about and put it on the stream.
You gave me that. And
so
I'm gonna expedite that situation.
He's so stupid.
I'm going
I'm serious, man. Like,
for real. I'm going to Staples tomorrow.
What
and
you doing this thing?
I'm gonna go get an easel board.
Yeah, I gotta
easel
do it.
board. No. I'm gonna pull up, and it probably sit on your doorstep when you pull up. You come home from work, and be sitting on your doorstep, bro. I'm going to pull up, and then I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta get 4 of them. I gotta get 4 of them. So I'm gonna go get the easel board and a stand, so you can have it in the garage, and you can move it until the what's the name. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 3 for all 3 of us, and then we're gonna make that happen, man. Because this 5-year plan, that morning I got up, I was up early in the morning doing that stock video.
Yeah, that was a real good video.
I was up
Made it
early.
simple, easy. I appreciated it.
Yeah, and I see something about that thing. If y'all ain't got no bread in that, please drop some bread in that XLM and XRP. Please drop it, because it's coming.
I think I got some. I think I already got some XRP.
I told him to make sure he make a dummy video soon.
Yeah,
showing how to
I'm possibly going to do it this evening. I'm possibly going to do it this evening. I got time today, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do that and get on that, and I'm gonna do one where I'm actually dropping seed of bread.
I got those XRP and Bitcoin. Yeah.
How many you got? How many you got? And how many?
I got 27.85 Doge.
Okay.
I know it's not a lot. I don't have
no. A lot that you ain't gotta go crazy. You ain't gotta go crazy. Now what about XRP? How many XRP?
1.82.
It's okay.
But I'll put more in there.
It's okay. It would just think like when you're gonna get ready to go and do something that you get ready to do and something stop it, and like say, damn, like say you made an appointment somewhere and then it got stopped, and whatever you was gonna spend on that appointment,
just drop
put it off the next week and drop that same amount you was about to drop on that appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's when he made sense to me, when he was telling, he was like, because I was something like, man, yeah, you think about a person who get their hair done or haircut every 2 weeks. You can do that 4 times a week. When you think about it, you just put $100 into stock, into what you're going to invest.
I think a haircut a day. That's what I think, a haircut a day. So haircuts go for 40, kids go for 30, teenagers 35.
Ooh, I only pay 20 for 8, but I always give a $5 tip. But yeah,
it's different in different places. Plus our owners from Pennsylvania. But that price point is perfect, because when I was in Florida, I was on my way to where my price point is right now. So when I got here, that price point was perfect for me. Everything, the way everything landed coming here was perfect. Even I was telling my brother and sister, they thought everything was like, oh, he just magically left and magically popped up here and then magically took off. No, it didn't. It didn't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I told him I just do the stuff that I do. I jump out there so crazy to where God gotta have me. God really loved me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that in no boastful way. Like, that should be the way everybody should feel, and not in a boastful,
and your trust and your
cocky
faith
way.
in God is proof of where you are now too.
Yeah, and I'm really starting to. I'm really starting to feel it. I'm really starting to feel it, man. Like I'm really starting to feel it. Cause boy, it was a story I was finna get into. I'm scared to talk about it though, bro. I'm scared to talk about them years I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. I'm scared to talk about it, but it's a message in there, bro. It's a message in there, bro. And I'm about to really sit down. You might have to come over and just sit in the chair, just sit in the lazy boy right there and kick your feet up. And I probably need that energy so I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like
be that ear.
Yeah, I need that energy. I need to share that energy so I can do it, cause bro, I just know how when people hear that portion of it, it changes. You know what I'm saying? Even though the real ones get it, but it's more of the fraud that don't understand. You understand? I was living like that, bro.
Yeah.
I was living like that, bro. I was on that type of time. Everything, Jesse James, I'm about that. I'm about that. Though I tell these young jit that come to the shop, I tell him, well, he no jit. He just turned 29. I told him, I said, bro, it ain't nothing you done did, boy. Or could think about doing it, I ain't done, bro. Yeah. Trust me. You know what I mean? So, but that I had to go through that. And that's gonna be the disclaimer. Like I had to go through that because I wouldn't be able to relate.
Yeah.
So I know God loved me because he had to take me up through he had to take me up through I was Job.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man, I'm finna go, man. This I'm in a therapy session over here. I'm on the couch right now.
No, we already got it. My goal is to start Sunday service. So my goal is like it's a lot of stuff people don't know about me, man. Like I done ran from it for years. Like I done been in a lot of situations, around a lot of powerful leaders that wanted me to. I just always found ways to shake them. Because you always like you got to be perfect to be on that platform, man. But like I feel like this will be my way to minister without having to hold myself to like a pulpit standard to a certain extent.
Nah, even if you was in there, bro, don't you do that.
What you mean?
I think in this day of time, you gotta be Luther. You gotta be that median to whatever he's saying, that median between them and them. Because them, I think they living fraudulently. Because you are held in that standard and you really see yourself in that standard.
Yeah.
See, I ain't there and I still see myself in that standard. You know what I mean? But I don't let what your expectations of me get in the way of me being better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let you force me into being better. I'm gonna let the situation make me better. To where I'm like, I ain't just gonna go off the hinges like that, bro. I'm gonna absorb that blow. I'm gonna really take that blow and let it sit on me for a little bit before I actually strike. So I get time to think and process it before I give it to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this one story, bro, I'm telling you, this one story, bro, I swear to God, man, I promise you, man. When you hear this story, bro, you're gonna be like, God. And I need for people like to really understand, like I want to put like the statues up there so they understand like this don't happen.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen. And I'm trying to find the individual that was involved with the situation.
Yeah.
So we can kind of make I don't think that he sweated. I think at the time he understood my character. And I think at the time I wanna clear that up. If it was any misconceptions of what was going on, he gonna be like, damn, bro, that did happen. Damn, bro, yeah, that went, yeah. So you can see it from my POV, because I don't think nobody else that was involved in that equation actually, because I was swept away. I was swept away, bro. I was like, out of that situation, I was like Enoch, bro. I was gone.
Yeah.
I was like Elijah. I was gone.
Oh,
and I know everybody was like, and everybody was just left with, man, no, he did this, that must have had to happen. This, and it was so many different stories that could have transpired in that little one space, and you don't even know, bro. I was like, I was completely blessed out of the whole situation, my G. Like, you don't even know, but if you knew from my POV, you'd be like, damn, that's amazing, dog. Like, it really was. It was like that, for real. I was David. No, not Job. I was David. Because I was like, what? Hey, what? What? I said, what? But I was sitting there, but I'm telling you, 67 days. 67 days of solitude. Like crazy. Bro, I can't, man. You got to come through, bro. We got to set a date for that, bro.
Shoot,
Gotta set a date for that, bro.
If you want to do it tomorrow, because I want to get up super early. I got to go out to Abilene area.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be up early. So I should be back. Hopefully, my goal will be back by noon, 1 o'clock. So I'll hit you. You know, I know
hit
you.
My horn. Hit my horn. No, I got it. My bad. I got a VA appointment at 11.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be coming back. I'll be coming back from that. So by the time you probably be coming in by the time I'm coming in.
Did y'all still want to do 5:30 tomorrow since it's Monday?
Yeah, I'm about it.
Because it's what, it's 6:30 for me. Yeah.
Okay. No middleman. Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
How you know I was talking to you?
Who, me?
How you know I was talking to you? South Friends.
I just felt it.
That word hit different, man. That word hit different, man. But that's what people want to hear, man. People want to hear life. People want to hear life. Like, life is life. For real.
Close it out, bro.
Sure, man. But I appreciate everybody, man. Hit the 3-hour mark today, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Hit the 3-hour mark today. We got no middleman tomorrow, Tuesday,
6:30 Eastern.
6:30 on Monday, and then we'll be back at the 8 p.m. Might get Classic up. We got to talk to Classic about his Greece trip, man.
He was out there living it up.
He was out there cutting the rug with that white girl. But anyway,
they're not like us. They're not like us.
If you hear this Classic, hey, he looking good. I appreciate everybody, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Uncle Plug TV. If you don't watch nothing else, go watch that stock video, dog. Like, it's worth every minute. I'm telling you, if you ain't never looked at a stock before, it makes it very, very, very simple. Like, for me, that's what I need. I need somebody to almost walk me through the process, because it's hard to give your money out when you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
He walked me through it, and then he went, I got to go check out what you did live today. I'm going to go check it out. Probably do that while I'm walking for the second time today. And then, April, when you coming? You ain't got a release date?
Coming? Oh no, not yet. It's coming. Be patient. It's all in God's timing.
Oh, now you want to use him? Okay.
It's all in God's timing. This week though, absolutely this week. I might work on some stuff tonight, so it's coming. Okay. We gonna get there.
I do not own her rights, so she lied to y'all. It did not happen here. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all have a great and blessed Sunday. And FYI, man, that fight last night was whack. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Excuse me, Clarissa?
Yes.
All right.
That whole card disappointed me, man.
I saw the Clarissa Shields fight. We got
difference
in opinion.
Okay, we'll break down Clarissa Shields tomorrow. You know,
for sure.
Thanks to my boy Plug, I got the best cable in America. So best cable in America.
My bye.
For real. I was like, shoot. Hey,
don't get my player
product. No nothing. See the whole thing. Like, I was like, what? This is the guy. But I appreciate y'all, man. And y'all have a great and blessed Sunday. And we out of here. So thought, bam. What's good, my Souls of Thought family? It's your boy Norris, and I want to tell you before you leave this video today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't already, make sure you leave a comment, hit the like button, share this content, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And as I leave every video, God loves you, which is most importantly. I love you. You're beautiful, and your boy's out. Let go.
Yeah.